You don't seem to be enjoying yourself, Rich Voss.
I kind of like that. I might start getting into this band.
I can't even tell if you like the song. You just sat there.
I'm thinking.
E-Rock, you saw he was just sitting there.
Well, Rich,
I'm
better
not
hurry
going
up.
to get
There's
up
only
and
two
dance
left.
with a bunch of guys in a room by myself. You know,
we
with
weren't
my
dancing. Me and Vic were enjoying the song.
Corny cocks. I'm not going to, you know.
But,
I was chair dancing. That's not the same thing as dancing.
we were just
chair
bopping.
dancing. Just headbanging a little bit.
I already went to the gym today. I'm not.
You already went. You already went to the gym. So that was your workout.
I mean, I liked it. Sometimes
You didn't move. You didn't have a.
for a second, I went like this.
Just a slight, like a black woman with a crick in her neck.
Yeah,
not the full-on black woman head swivel.
And Vic's like, all right, and I'm like, all right, and we're bopping a little bit, getting ready for a radio show. Let's go. Let's do this.
I'm completely ready, but the problem is,
what's the problem?
you two are old men sitting in here dancing, and you know
we weren't dancing.
Yes,
we already went over that.
And your back's going to hurt when you get home from it.
Well, that's true. Well, that part's true.
Doesn't matter how old you are, you got to move to the Beastie Boys. Come on.
Yeah, you know
like
what?
the Beastie Boys, right?
I never really listened to them. I've heard them here and there.
Man.
They're
great.
I liked them.
You're out of luck.
But then again, I've only heard one or two songs.
How old do you think that song is? How old? Yeah, how old? I know Vic's going to nail it.
Probably the
Vic will
beginning
be within a year.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
when that song came out, there's no way you could have had a beard. That's how young you were.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah, see? And that's a compliment,
That's pretty
too.
close. But then again, I started getting facial hair a little later than most people.
Somebody's balls on your face doesn't mean facial hair. Oh, for one! Oh, for one!
The problem is you keep track. Don't keep track.
Okay.
Vic, how old is that song?
License to Ill, 86. It's on the debut, I think.
You nailed it.
Maybe.
See, that's why I love Vic. He
nailed it, by
well,
the way.
not only that,
Did you
he's
cheat?
just-
No. It's on License to Ill. I happen to know License. I like, Paul's Boutique is probably my favorite.
Paul Revere?
Paul's Boutique. No, their album, Paul's Boutique.
I was
is
thinking
probably
Paul
my-
Revere, which is off like
No.
Phil.
You bought that hat.
Sorry,
No.
Sorry, I got fucked
I don't know.
up
Y'all
right
are,
there.
you both just lost me.
You're
But,
an encyclopedia.
he pointed out that if you're going to get on board with the Beastie Boys, you better hurry up because there's only two left. We've already
I
lost
don't mind.
one.
I'll
We've
listen to
already
the
lost
Beastie
one.
Boy if I have to.
Just if it gets down to it, you're willing to get on board. When
they
it's
only got
just-
two.
What do you mean two left? They passed away, two of them?
Yeah, one passed away.
Oh, there was three?
Yeah, there were three.
Yeah, they started with three. That song is 30 years old. Vic Henley nailed it. This License to Ill came out on this date back in 1986. So, we start with No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
Who was more respected as a white rapper, them or Eminem?
Ooh, that's a good question, Rich Voss. Them. They were first. They were before
You're
him.
going to go Beastie Boys without even, thinking it over?
They might be the
because
pioneers.
They were the first. Def Jam took them on. Every rapper loves them and still samples them to this day. And they had appreciation concerts from LL Cool J, Kool Moe D. All those old guys loved the Beastie Boys, and they shouldn't have been popular.
But Eminem is a bad man himself.
Right.
I'm saying
I
that's a damn
think-
good. I think that's a good point.
Well, I want to add a little to this. I mean, the Beastie Boys started out as like a parody band, though, too. They were kind of making
a punk band.
They were kind of making fun of rap at first.
I'm leaning more towards.
They were a
E's
punk band, and they
description.
started to experiment and started doing the.
They were a
hip-hop
hardcore
stuff.
Well,
punk
then there's
band.
nothing wrong with that because you could be anything and transition into something else. A lot of comics start off telling
But when they were
jokes and work their way into it.
when they were a hardcore punk band, they were sort of making fun of the rap at first, and then they started taking it very
They caught on.
seriously. Yes.
Or they started
Yeah,
liking
but
it.
how many of us-
They started liking it.
How many of us have made fun of fat chicks but still banged one or two? Okay? You see what I'm saying?
You're fat shaming.
I don't care. You know what? I'll
You're
get to
fat
that.
shaming.
You want me to get to
which
that?
Which means there's a few people out there that are going to need a therapy dog now.
Okay, here's the
And
fat
a safe
shaming
space.
thing. Well, I'll get back to fat shaming. You're saying the Beastie Boys should have never
We're done
been
with the
famous.
Beastie
Okay,
Boys.
Here's this
Go
whole
with the fat shaming thing.
You know, I talked about this on stage the other night, and it got a 0.
I'm going to keep you focused today. I'm
Okay.
going to get the best shit out of you today.
I don't fucking fail any day.
There you go. See, I just gave you one.
Okay, the best. All right, the best. I'd be sitting in that seat, and he would be out.
That's fine by
I'm
me.
saying
I've got shit to do.
I'd have my show back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd have
I've
my
got
show
plenty
back.
of
Not
shit to
this
do.
show.
They didn't care about your show in the end.
I know they didn't.
They barely care about this show.
No, they do. This is a fucking good show.
Well, why don't you tell the fucking guys down the hall?
Are you kidding me?
They got new problems with me.
Well, there's
new problems.
Well, that's between.
Oh, really? What have you been doing since I was only gone a week?
I didn't do anything,
I was
Vic.
only gone a week. Has anything eventful happened since I've been
New
gone?
problems. There's a rumor that I'm treating my staff like shit.
Meaning these two idiots?
Ow!
Meaning these two idiots and the one down the hall? And sorry, I didn't see Lewis. It's dark in there. I can't see him.
No.
Eric tells the truth. Eric, am I treating my staff like shit? Because that came out today.
Well, there was a dinner you promised us a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's not treating it like shit.
Look who didn't forget about food.
It was delicious. It was delicious, by the way.
Go with what you know, Rich.
Wait,
there's an actual rumor that I'm treating the staff like shit. That is just not even close to true.
I thought it was a little much when you asked me to wash your car.
How about instead of
I mean, I know you gave me my own chamois and everything, but I had to wash his fucking car.
I had to wash him.
Sponge bath.
And it was very nice, thank you.
No, I wasn't saying I
You cleaned the taint properly.
Listen, I wasn't saying...
Eric, instead of shaking your head, vocalize.
I was laughing.
Because it's ridiculous.
How can
You're
you
not
see
being
him shaking his... Oh.
What?
You're not being like a jerk to us.
He's just saying you're late on your dinner promise.
All right, well, we'll do the dinner.
The dinner might be a boiling issue, but other than that...
A boiling issue. Wow.
A boiling issue.
Harboring resentment in the aquarium. When I said I should be sitting there, I meant, our show. And this show, I'm not pandering.
This show is doing very well.
This show, this is my fourth time in.
They're also saying that I'm saying no to guests. I'm not getting the proper. Oh, Kenny's telling me to shut up. Kenny's the voice of reason.
I don't know. I just turned around and didn't see Kenny. I saw Obama, so it weirded me out for a second because you said Kenny. I look up and all I saw was Obama.
That's his white name in D.C.
Yeah, it's Obama.
Do you think his first day out of office, he's going to start saying axe again instead of
an ambulance?
Yeah, give me a ambulance. All right, Kenny just shut me up. See, Kenny's the voice of reason in the organization.
Why? I don't think you complain. You're allowed to complain at work, aren't you?
I don't complain as much as I. Oh, here comes Kenny to shut me up. All right.
I like that.
They're very sensitive around here. Kenny's coming in to shut me up.
He's smiling
because he is the voice of reason, even though they don't want him on the radio anymore.
Hey, GH, what's in the news?
Well, we'll get there.
You know what?
My point is, I would love to have guests in the afternoon, but I'm not getting quality guests offered to me because it has nothing to do with rolling. It's a tough time slot to get guests.
Right, that's why me and Boss are here.
And when they told me that they were moving me to afternoons, they said, "Don't worry, you'll get guests."
Did you see Rich got a copy of Sausage Party?
And none of these have been his guests. Well, you would think he would even have got.
I didn't get Seth Rogen. I didn't get any of those guys.
You didn't get Bill Hader. None of them.
I didn't get any of those guys.
This is crazy.
That's my point. And I've talked to the bookers, and they're like, "Look, we would love to get you guests, but it's going to be a tough sell in afternoons because most of the big time guests do TV during 3 and 6 o'clock."
I could solve it, but I know who you are, and I'm not going to attack your character. But if you want to make this happen, and this is just the voice of fucking reason, this is just my opinion, and it could be wrong, maybe you come in a little earlier and pre-tape them. That's all I'm saying.
You son of a bitch. How dare you suggest I work more?
I don't know.
How dare you?
I almost did a spit take right there.
Mr. Voss.
Because here's what I'm saying. You do. I know it's an inconvenience, but in the long run, it pays. That's all I'm saying.
I don't really. That could happen from time to time, but I don't know. Taping interviews.
He's got you.
Hey, Vic, did you hear this? There's a proposal to get rid of the Electoral College.
I saw that, Kenny. I was a lot of people haven't liked that for a long time.
I bet you can't get any of them as a guest to come in and talk about it.
But the government will never allow that to happen.
That's true.
Thank you, Vic Henley.
So far.
Yeah. Maybe if you...
And by the way, even though he was a dick about it, Trump had a very good tweet about the Electoral College. He was bragging that he would win the election, by a lot more if he went for the popular vote. He's not necessarily wrong. The problem with these campaigns, you son of a bitch, you got me off topic.
Get back on your topic.
Because that's the exciting stuff.
I know,
but the exciting stuff drives them nuts down the hall. But
it's good radio.
But I just want to say, if people think I'm saying no to guests, it's just not true.
No, guests are saying no to us.
I heard you could have got Liza Minnelli.
Hey, Vic, did you hear Trump wants his kids to have security clearances?
I saw that, Kenny.
There's a law, some kind of nepotism law, so that makes it a little strange, right?
I don't know, but
I think you're not allowed to like hire your own family if you're the president or something like that.
Kennedy made Bobby Kennedy Attorney General.
Yeah, but didn't he have his own career though?
Bobby Kennedy?
Maybe if you have your own career. Look up the nepotism law.
Wasn't he a senator? Was he senator after it?
Who, Bobby Kennedy? After it.
After,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But the first thing JFK did was make Bobby Kennedy Attorney General. And that angered everyone.
The first thing he did was tell Hoover, you go through me, not to the president.
Yeah, right.
And which drove fucking Hoover nuts.
Yes.
Because Hoover had a hotline right to the president.
Yes. Hoover thought he was undefeated and undefeatable for all those
untouchable.
years. Yes, correct.
And now that Kenny's gone. And there's no fault. It's no fault of Roland. Roland is certainly trying to get me gas because he'll take that personally. Oh, here comes Kenny. He's coming back. All right. Sit back down. Sit back down. And now I'm going to Eric. I did invite you to dinner last week, but you said you were pre-taping your show.
Right.
Oh, that's
all right.
Say that.
No, but
I'm still going to do a staff dinner. But
that's what we're talking about.
But I looked at you and said, "Hey, man, I'm going to go downstairs and get a bite. You want to come with us?"
And I couldn't because.
All right. So how about you add that to the discussion?
Eric,
I didn't completely blow you off. I was thinking about you, and I said, "Hey, how about you come eat with us?"
Eric,
no, you asked us as a collective unit, and that's what I was.
That's going to happen too.
Eric, when you pre-taped, was it a major inconvenience
to pre-tape?
Yeah. Interviews.
I've been doing it for over 2 years,
and the outcome is. It's unbelievable. I mean, you would have never got those people if you didn't pre-tape.
That is correct.
I rest my case as a representative for Sirius.
Enjoy your last appearance on my show.
I love it.
Enjoy.
I love it.
Enjoy your last appearance.
You don't think I've been kicked out of this studio before?
I know.
I know it won't bother you because you still have 12 other radio shows you do.
No, I don't. I haven't done any since my. Thank you. I want to thank you.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody that supported my CD. Went to the Billboard charts, number 5 on the Billboard.
Nice.
Number 500 on
Number 5.
Cinco.
And I don't do. Let me tell you something. It was number 1 on iTunes, which is easy, but number 5 on the Billboard charts. And you know that was because of guys like you,
right?
Todd and Tyler. You know,
how about you just say thanks to you? See, you got to lump in all the other radio shows.
I said thanks to you and everybody.
How about you make believe I'm the only radio show you do, and then when you're on someone else's show, you make believe they're the greatest in the world.
Well,
that's how that shit works.
I said thanks to
you.
You
don't just list a whole bunch in front of the guy you're doing radio with at that current moment.
Yeah, the one that just threatened me. First of all, I said thanks to you and everybody. So you got two compliments. You got you, and you're lumped in with everybody too. So you got you and then everybody.
And then he gestured to me because he knows I just got back from Nebraska where I was on that show. That was part of his ADD. He shows, and then he just knew I was there.
Yeah,
and
I didn't say the sports junkies or Kid Chris. I didn't go into Preston and Steve and
Jay Thomas.
Tom Bernard. No, fuck Jay Thomas, that douchebag. Do you think I would call into that fucking Hacks radio show?
Now.
Fake anger. Oh, let me do a fake anger. I don't want to start another war with him. I'm just doing comedy. I'm just doing comedy. I'm not starting another war with Jay Thomas because I don't want him to fucking fly in from obscurity and attack me.
Oh boy,
he's not leaving Santa Barbara. He won't leave. He sits in the compound and stares at the ocean.
He comes to New York every once in a while.
That once a year, maybe.
Does Kenny got a say?
He lives in Santa Barbara. That's when my wife got pregnant. That's what she told me.
Hopefully by you is...
Yeah, we were on vacation.
Okay, I didn't know what you meant.
At Bacara in Santa Barbara.
That's fascinating. Wow, that's just amazing.
I was going to...
Let me add that to my Rich Ross trivia in case I'm ever asked.
I was going to...
Where did Bonnie get pregnant?
Right.
I can't believe I was going to pre-tape that statement. But it came out.
Like a dog with a bone, baby. He's staying with it.
The company also said, Kenny's not in the earshot, right? That they're sick of my shit.
But are you not flushing again?
Oh, hi, Kenny. Kenny runs in with a sandwich and a fucking beverage. I thought you were gone. I thought you were around the corner.
What do you mean they're sick of your shit? Look what they did. They were...
I go, whatever.
He's got a bad habit of going in there and pooping and not flushing it, and he thinks it's funny.
He runs in with a ham sandwich and a soda. You can't even have lunch. I thought you were gone.
Right, you're ruining his lunch.
I thought you were gone.
Come on, let the man rest.
I thought you were gone.
Don't you have an audience to entertain?
What kind of Jew eats ham and cheese? You're not supposed to put cheese on meat.
You got tattoos and you're Jewish.
That's nothing. That's bullshit. That's all bullshit.
It's not. That whole thing's bullshit.
That's
now?
Crayola.
All right, Kenny, go enjoy your sandwich. I think we're taking care of today's issues.
No, I think we're just getting into it.
No.
I think we're learning a lot, really. Pre-tape is right at the top.
All
First
right.
But wait a second. All
I want to make sure, because there's lies going around, I am not saying no to quality guests, and I am not treating my staff like shit. There you go. Although I do owe them a dinner.
Sure.
So I will acknowledge what E-Rock said. But I did personally invite him to dinner last week.
Yeah, but you invited me.
Yeah.
You always used to invite me to the beach house when you knew I was out of town doing a gig. It was all really. I would tell you on like Tuesday, and then I would say as a plug on there, see me at the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska, and then we'd be leaving the building like, you want to come out to the beach house this weekend?
he's like that. Yeah.
You don't even like the sand.
Huh?
You stay out of it.
I like the house.
I invited him, and he bitched the whole fucking time.
I didn't bitch. I did sit-ups, and you got mad.
You bitched. You bitched and you said, I don't like the sand. You walked out on the sand in your brand new fucking Jordans. Wouldn't take them off. He's like, I hate the feel of sand.
Oh.
And then as I'm cooking and barbecuing, he's getting ready for dinner by doing fucking sit-ups and crunches. And then he has to change into his barbecue shirt.
Maybe I don't like sand because my people have been attacked by people coming from sand all around them. Okay? It was a little wordy. It was very wordy.
Very wordy.
Okay, it wasn't a joke. It was maybe.
Very wordy.
Very wordy. I'm trying to get you off topic.
Is he good on the grill?
Is he good on the grill?
Yeah, he obviously, there was a meal at the end of your visit.
It was delicious.
Yeah,
I mean,
little fish, little chicken, everything.
Yeah, but I just do basic grilling. Because I had E-Rock and Roland over for barbecue, and they did not like what I cooked because it wasn't infused with anything. There's no rubs.
They got they get a little food snobby on you?
Boy, do they get food snobby.
Can I defend that point?
They were deeply depressed, is what they were.
And you can go back to find the old audio, and you can hear the same story. He threw steaks in a bowl and dumped barbecue sauce on it, and then was mixing the steaks with the bowl. I mean, the steaks in the bowl and then putting them out on the grill. And we're like, what are you doing?
What's wrong with the boss doing that?
You don't cook a steak.
Barbecue sauce?
I don't know. I don't eat sauce.
On the steak, actual barbecue sauce on like a ribeye.
No, it's some some
strip steaks.
And seasoning.
And some seasoning and stuff.
If you threw it in a bowl like you're mixing batter, then took them out and put them on the grill.
Yeah,
and I said, let us...
Don't agree with him, Vic Henley.
No, there has to be marination.
Yes, they're right. You can't just throw that because then you burn the meat. So
I agree.
I was like, so can we do that? And Roland and I offered to take over the cooking, and and he got we did with the grill, and he got offended, but he let us at least flip the meat. Right?
He doesn't even want to pre-cook the meat.
Yes, Kenny.
GH, I won't have you browbeaten.
He's back to help you.
Kenny has been over for the barbecue.
Yes, we've always had a great barbecue.
Thank you,
every
sir.
time I've been to the beach house.
Thank you.
You spare no expense.
Thank you.
And you have a great grill and a great house.
Thank you, sir. Well, the grill's a little rusty. Yeah, a little rusty. Because I lost the cover a while ago and just decided, fucking let it rust in the elements.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
You have jillions of dollars and you can buy a $17.
I don't know. I scrub the grill down and get the rust off it before I cook.
That's a whole other level of what's wrong. I'll get back to the marinating later, but now, if you're not even going to take care of your nice grill
Vic loves,
at your beach house.
Vic loves grilling. I lost Vic.
Is your grill gas or charcoal?
Gas.
That's already right there. It's wrong.
Kenny,
not real.
Do we go to the butcher and get the nicest steaks?
No. First of all, you could build a pit where you live.
That's
cement block. Build a pit. It's not that hard. The house we're looking at to buy has a pit grill.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not doing a pit grill.
That's how you grill. It's not that hard.
I'm not doing a pit grill.
You can
have somebody build it. Have one of these interns or jamokes build it for you.
You're moving?
Well, we looked at a house.
Away.
We looked at a nice house, but it's I don't know. It's so much. I don't want to get into that now because we're
all of a sudden
browbeating
you
him.
don't want to get into something.
I'll get into whatever you want. I can handle whatever you want. I'll tell you what, we have a fucking, if we get this house, it's going to be, it's fucking stone. Ooh. It's beautiful. It's right 20 feet from a golf course. Ooh. Like I'm right by I could cut right there and practice chipping and putting. The green is right next to my house. It's fucking. It's a nice built, a big back. The backyard's so big. I've never had a backyard.
Do they have a lot of bushes and stuff so you can practice cheating as well?
Yes. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Oh, I found my ball.
Are you crazy? What kind of person? Don't try to make me look like the bad man.
Next thing you know, he hits a pitching wedge to the green, and the ball's all lumpy and old. I'm like, what do you mean you just found this?
It's all lumpy.
It has moss growing on it. Yeah, you found your ball.
It says Schlesinger. So
you're amazing at finding your ball. I'll give you that much. That's why I question it.
Okay, I don't usually hit it out.
Kenny, be careful with your airtime.
Second of all, I think you should build a...
Use it wisely, because I don't want them. I don't want to hear about that.
Why? Kenny's good on radio.
He's great on radio, but they told me that they don't want him on the radio.
Well, doesn't Ronnie the limo driver go on radio all the time on the other show?
I guess.
Who's Ronnie the limo driver?
On Stern.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
He goes on a lot.
I didn't watch that.
All right, so let's
I don't know all the characters.
Let Kenny go eat his sandwich.
It's like I'm an All My Children guy. I didn't do General Hospital.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Okay. I don't know why you're tweeting right now.
I'm tweeting a picture of a grill.
Why?
Because
my grill's nice.
A wood-burning grill would be nice.
Yeah,
right there on the beach.
My grill is nice.
Thank you. How hard is it? It's a couple cinder blocks, a couple stones. He could have it built like that. I'm telling you,
like that.
Like that. You know people.
I might have to really start saving my money. Oh. All right, I'll shut up.
I bet you Anthony has
start with the cover and take care of the one you have.
Maybe
there's foul one right there. Let's just start there. Clean the fucker. Do something with it. Take care of your shit.
You're on the beach, so it's going to build rust really easy.
This has got to be driving you nuts, Vic, because you appreciate a good grill, and you appreciate grilling.
I'm tweeting a picture. I just tweeted a picture right now of
let me see. Vic Henley on Twitter. What did you tweet?
Anybody you know or grew up with or in your travels that grill with propane. You might as well just cook with a microwave.
Well, if you were forced into it, you know.
It's still not grilling.
There could be situations where you can't get to any wood or charcoal.
But it's not. No, really? What are those situations?
That's what I just put up there. So.
Okay, that's a fucking grill.
Exactly.
Have you ever been to any of those?
That's got a wood box
Wait,
on
that's
the
your
end.
grill?
Yeah.
And that's...
No, that's not my grill.
Have you ever been to any of those clubs?
I should have just lied and stuck with it.
Whose grill is that?
That's a buddy of mine's grill.
I wouldn't know what to do with that.
That's awesome.
That's a friend of mine's grill up in he lives in Durham, Connecticut.
Right. I would not know what to do with that.
Have you ever been in
You do exactly that with it.
You cook with
fill
heat
it with
and
meat.
indirect heat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought what you were doing. Ta-da!
Yeah. That's what yes, you stand next to it and gesture like you two on the Mercedes. It's a Mercedes. This is mine.
Have you ever been to any of those clubs? I don't know. Some of them, they have it like on a Friday night. The guy come out with one of those grills, gigantic, and they cook in front of the club.
Totally, yes.
And the food is
it's insane.
That's not even at the level of smoked barbecue. Smoked barbecue's at another level than this. This is basically pit barbecue.
That's really, really good. Yeah, that's pit barbecue on wheels. Basically.
But smoked barbecue's even better than pit, if you ask me. In my opinion.
Well, it's I had some smoked ham in Omaha last week, and it was off the chain. The dude comes in and he goes, "We only get this once a year," and that's where I went. Now, how's that really possible? We're only really killing this certain little pig one time a year for this particular ham, and he went into a 19-minute explanation about it, and I was sorry I asked the question.
Did you
really?
He proved me wrong completely. It was like a winemaker talking about why the grapes are only perfect during these 90-day window and all this stuff. And,
Did you have all that stuff?
On the wine grapes. Yeah, sure, why not?
To the point where you would notice the difference as a wine drinker? Or do you have to really have a great palate to really notice it?
The wine drinkers I have met, and they are. I know some pros, and they say it's still almost impossible to get that finite with it.
Okay,
that's how it was when I smoked crack. You could tell when you hit the pipe, one hit, you could tell what was real good crack and what was bad. Now, when you were in Omaha having this barbecue, did Todd and Toddler set it up from the radio?
Yes, we had it at the station, and I was complaining about it because they were trying to reheat it, and I'm like, this is really a barbecue foul to come in. They're like, well, you should have been here when it was here. Yeah, so then I just made them take me to the restaurant after.
I don't see those guys making those kind of mistakes. It was probably just something, you know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't a mistake.
I know what you're doing. You fuck.
I'm just talking about what?
You're mad because I said you cheat at golf.
No,
you're getting me back.
I don't know.
I got it. All right.
All right. Here, let's clear a couple things up now.
This fucking golf ball looks like it has tumors. No, I just found it.
I can't play today. I hurt my ankle. I got sniffles.
Shut the fuck
I don't
up.
get as sick as I used to.
Huh?
I don't get as sick as I used to.
Yeah, because you don't have to get up early. You have the life now.
He's got the bad back, though.
It was stress. Stress did all that shit.
Yeah, stress will fuck you up.
My back's 100%.
Stress kept you off the golf course.
Yes.
You were so stressed you couldn't go golfing
when
with your good
I should have went with my pal, Rich Voss.
Breathing the fresh air,
I've asked him
looking at the
1,000
sunshine.
times. Him and his wife to come out to Jersey.
No, I lost my swing, and
So did I.
it got to the point it was so frustrating. It wasn't fun anymore.
Well, look at.
I don't expect
I
don't expect to hit.
Look, you lost 2 radio partners, but you're doing well, so you'll get your swing back. You'll get your swing back. I lost for a month.
Office.
I'm in
the office.
His office is unbelievable.
It's
how nice
crazy good.
because his office you can move it.
Yeah.
20 feet any way you want.
It's all windows. All you ever want in life is a corner office with windows. That's what I was told. And by God, he has mastered it.
Holy fuck.
And they're the ones that said we are sick of his shit.
You were sent.
I got an office in the hallway. I'm sorry that I'm a little upset.
This is like you were sent to the Russian front.
Right.
Clink,
clink.
This is like you.
They shove it back in my face. We're sick of it. We're starting to get sick of his shit. I'm like, I have an office in the hall. I'm not allowed to complain and show that I'm a little bummed out.
He can't even hang pictures. An intern has to come.
Make believe we're talking about Trump.
An intern has to hold a picture.
So Trump Gingrich and Julie
Christie got fired last Friday.
Right.
You're not accomplishing anything.
We're talking about Trump. I promise you.
Okay.
Well, I promise you. Go. You're a little behind. You're probably listening to the delay. We've moved on.
He has in his office. He has one intern that just sits there and holds pens
in her hand,
and a notebook in the other hand.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
old school spiral.
One in the corner holds up a picture.
Right, she's got like a Post-it on her knee. She has to balance the Post-its on her knee. She's just sitting there like stapler on one knee, Post-its on the other.
That's where the mannequin challenge came from. His office.
That's right. It was an homage.
I was thinking of doing the mannequin challenge, and then quickly people said no.
Why?
Because it's old already.
If Jerry Jones is doing it, I'm not doing it.
I didn't do anything.
I'll start there.
All right, Trump. So what do we got? We got the Electoral College. Yeah, go into that tweet because a lot of people are pissed off at the tweet. I understand why they're pissed off because there's a lot of people out there hurting, and Trump is still rubbing it in. He tweeted, if the election were based on total popular vote, I would have campaigned in New York, Florida, and California and won even bigger and more easily. Now, that's the problem when people bring up that Hillary won the popular vote. When they're campaigning for the presidency, they have to focus on the Electoral College and how to win that way. And if they were focusing on the popular vote, they would run up votes in these states that they know they do very well in. I mean, Trump thought he would do better in New York if he was focusing on the popular vote. No, Hillary would have crushed in New York. Because in New York, so many people don't vote because it's such a Democratic state that they're like, my vote means nothing. We win New York every presidential election. So it's kind of bullshit to say, that Hillary won the popular vote, so she should be the president. That's just dumb because they weren't focusing on the popular vote.
Well, here's if Hillary would have won because of the electoral vote, no one would be electoral. No one would be complaining about it. You're going to complain. Whoever won, the other side's going to complain.
No, Trump would have complained the other way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's right. Whoever won, anytime it's split, all hell's breaking loose, a la Bush Gore.
Because Trump a few years back said the Electoral College was all sorts of bullshit.
He says it's genius in this tweet.
What, Paulie?
We have 2 tweets here. Yeah. The one from a while ago at the last election, Trump tweeted, "This election is a total sham and a travesty. We are not a democracy." Right. And he was talking about the Electoral College back then. And then today he tweeted this.
Right. The Electoral College is actually genius in that it brings all states, including the smaller ones, into play. Campaigning is much different. I agree with what he tweeted today. Because that is the truth. They know the rules, so that's how they organize their campaign. If Hillary was going for the popular vote because that's how we were going to choose the president, she would have fucking piled up votes in California. That would have been a monster state for her.
He has the super luxury of after the fact of saying this,
right,
and looking good either way, or he doesn't look stupid. I'd be saying the exact same thing. Well, if I'd known that, I'd been doing that. I'd won even bigger.
Right.
Well, you already won, so fine. You can say anything you want, except for pussy grabbing.
But but that argument's just bullshit.
That whole pussy grabbing thing. Like I was in the gym the other day, and there was a girl there, and her body was so smoking. I just want to say, man, you have a fucking nice. I wanted to walk up and go, look how fucking hot you are.
Look how grabbable your pussy is.
Look at your her ass. And I go, you know what I mean? Because I'm president of my condo association, so I figure I'd be able to do something like that.
What term? You're on like your fourth term over there, aren't you? They don't have term limits at the condo association. No. Voss is like the boss tweed.
I love it. He's just boss tweed. Very nice. That's a great reference.
And I said electoral, right?
Mm-hmm. Not the second time.
Yeah, the second time.
I didn't say it right the first time? Because I practice in my car.
Look, I fuck up words, too. I'm with you, Rich. It happens.
Can I say this to the people on Twitter real quick?
Don't acknowledge Twitter.
No, not Twitter. I mean life. Yeah, I have a speech impediment. And guess what? It hasn't held me back. Thank you. Let's move on. You know, the left.
Oh, that should help things.
No, but here's the thing.
He opened with fat shaming.
Listen. I'm not done with fat.
Oh, they were ready to slam Rich Voss. Like, you know, he made a good point, and then they put their phone down and they don't tweet you.
No, a lot of these people from the left that go after that. If I was,
what, you're a speech impediment?
Yeah, and you could tell they're on the left because I know their other tweets and this and that, and then they would go after that. But if I was, they wouldn't go after me if I was African American or if I was in a wheelchair. But they, you know what I mean? They pick and choose who to attack. Now, fat shaming on food is an addiction, right? Obviously, you know it is.
It's delicious.
If somebody, yes, it's
I would
great.
have filled in. If we were playing the match game, I would have said delicious.
I love it. You're right. And go on. If you go on Facebook,
what does Gene Rayburn say?
Right. Food is blank.
Food is blank.
If you go on Facebook, recipes will have 23 million views. That's how fast recipes. And these are dumb recipes. Right. They all have 15, 20. Now, people, knowing it's an addiction, knowing it's, you know. But if somebody was in the front row, you know, and you could tell they were a heroin addict or an alcoholic, you're allowed to attack them. Hey, I'm going after an alcoholic. Funny, fun. No problem. But when you go after somebody who's overweight, ooh, that's fucking
nice.
shaming.
Okay,
so you know what?
Sure.
You can't have one without the other.
If it's fair to attack one addiction, you can attack all of them.
Should be able to attack them all.
Yes.
See, once again, he steers it back on the road.
Right. Fat shaming is that's a biggie these days.
Is it?
Yeah,
well, guess what?
Yeah.
Here's how you solve.
It's moving up to number one.
Well, here's how you solve it. Out of your hand. Have somebody walk with you, smack your hand every time you put a cupcake in it.
A lot of people can't afford the food slapper out of hander person.
It leads to the Ashley Graham video that's out today. Gets her own Barbie doll. She's the Sports Illustrated
plus size,
giant size swimsuit model. We made fun of her, and then I got in trouble for that one, too.
Why do you get in trouble? You can make... If that girl was completely skinny and anorexic or bulimic and you made fun of her, you wouldn't get in trouble, would you?
We had a video with...
you get all the bulimics and anorexics mad at you for
Well,
sure.
not a skinny girl. If you went after skinny, you wouldn't get in trouble.
That's a disease. That's a,
Okay, not anorexic. Just
that's
skinny.
A disease.
Just skinny. You wouldn't get in trouble for that, would you?
Mark Norman said some stuff to... I forgot her name. What was her name again? She's dating...
Drawing a blank.
Huh?
Drawing a blank on the name.
I think she's dating Leo DiCaprio these days. And she was laughing her ass off because, Mark Norman was basically saying it's ridiculous to have a plus-size model in the swimsuit issue.
Wait, she was in studio?
No, we didn't get the big one. And then we got the skinny one. Hold on, we'll find it in a second here. And then they told me that, to take down the video and all this, and because,
Nina Agdahl.
Yeah, there you go. We put it back up because then, now it's all right to have it up there, I guess. But, Mark was making some good points.
Well,
Because you're forced to say that everyone's sexy. And Mark's like, not everyone's sexy. Sorry, but it's just not. It's just not true.
Well, no,
as long as you're not like
sexy to black dudes, yes. But
well, I don't know. I'm like, everybody could be sexy to somebody. You know?
Of course.
That's what then I don't agree with what he said. Everybody we say,
of course, but he was talking from his own personal
right. He's
saying, no, I don't find that sexy, and then everyone's like,
fair enough.
Oh my God, how dare you say
he
that?
should be allowed to say that. Sure, of course.
When I was on Todd and Tyler, when I was in Omaha, we went to this girl came in. So,
do you find that sexy right there?
I think it's no.
I don't think she should be made fun of or whatever. But we could say that I don't find that sexy.
Why? She's putting herself out there.
That's a giant ass.
But why can't you make fun of it? She's putting herself out there like that. So first of all, she looks like Catwoman who ate Catwoman. It's fucking. It's not.
Who cares if you like that? That might be somebody's dream come true.
Right. It could be beautiful, but it also could be. You could also do comedy on that too. I mean, why can't you do? If you could do comedy on everything else,
you should be able to. If she's going to put these pictures out and walk this runway, then we should be able to say whatever we want, as mean as the joke might be. It's no meaner than anything Joan Rivers ever said about any fat Elizabeth Taylor joke.
Right. Yeah.
And Joan Rivers used to get
famous,
but she used to get murdered for that too. They would really bust her ass about it, and at the same time, not to the point ever where they went more of this Taylor joke, more of this Taylor joke.
It's so the most right. I mean, yes, people grow and times are.
I'm with you now. If you're going to walk that runway and look like that, then I should be able to make a manatee in high heels joke.
Look at the cellulite.
Yes.
Look at the cellulite. Look at the cellulite on the back of that. Can you imagine you live with her and you're folding laundry and you pull this out of the dryer
you would think
and have to fold her panties 8 times so it's down to a size you can put in a drawer?
You go, who bought a parachute?
I'd pretend I was a ninja. I would say you in that parachute.
I would jump out the window.
I would jump out the window with them too.
But you know what the thing is?
I mean, it's a lot of people don't find it sexy, so don't shove it down our throats that it is.
It's you know what it is?
Enough,
fuck
dude.
it. It's
but
people,
enough do.
No.
That's fair.
Enough
but when they
to
say
make the issue, I get to put enough dude.
But when they look at you like
Sports Illustrated said, "Let's do this."
But when they look at you like, how dare you? For saying that this isn't sexy. That's what I'm getting.
Well, the how dare you? I hate on any topic. Practically.
Hold on. Here's real quick. Do you know how bad I want to sit, or I want to go have a whole fucking? I came here a couple weeks ago. There was fucking 50 pizzas for free here on Halloween. I didn't have one slice. Do you know how bad I would love to go home tonight and eat a pint of fucking Ben and Jerry's? But you know what? I don't do it. So if they don't have control over their fucking eating, because obviously I eat a lot and I'm not gigantic, so they have to eat fucking enormous amounts of sweets, fats.
Did you want to say tremendous in there?
Or enormous or tremendous, either one. So, you know what the problem is? Because people have no self-control over their fucking eating habits. It's not my fucking fault. If I was smoking crack still, people would be all over me. So I took control of my own life. If you want to be like that and unhealthy, fuck it.
God, I'm going to give you a hug.
No,
I gotta give you a hug.
I don't want a hug. I'm fucking. Am I speaking the truth?
Yeah, no, that's why he's going to hug you.
Let's get this robot away from me. Second of all,
let's get a hug.
Get this. Anybody see Westworld Sunday?
There you go. Jump back to that.
Anybody see Westworld Sunday?
Lewis, hug Rich. He needs one.
No, thank you.
You have to hug the black guy.
Get him off me.
You have to hug the black
guy. He's stealing my watch.
Man, if you don't hug the black guy, you're going to have problems.
No hesitation.
No, and you know what? You get his opinion, a black guy's opinion on this.
He likes white girls.
No, on a girl that big, though.
Oh, do you like big girls, Lewis?
Like that.
I don't hate them.
What?
No, not personally. Are you attracted to that?
I don't really discriminate as far as size.
Would you roll around?
I would hit that.
Yeah, I was going to say, would you roll around in a fabulous hotel room with that for a good 3-day weekend?
If she's paying for the shit, yeah.
We're not questioning if you would hit that. Oh. Would you go out to brunch with her the next day?
Yeah.
If you had an unlimited amount of money.
That's when the I don't give a shit really comes into play. The next day you're walking down the street going to brunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of making some excuse why you can't see her the next day.
I'm sure she's a great cuddler. I'd be down to.
Cuddler, that's a bear hug.
Face wise though, she's pretty hot.
Yeah, she's very pretty, but you know what? look, I don't want to get into this. I don't want all these fat people because I had a fat friend in school. Okay, so I don't want to, but to me, I do everything in my power to eat well. I want to eat like that. Everybody does. It's like you said. It's fucking delicious.
Let's do this.
No,
it's amazing. It's amazing what you have done with your life.
No.
Check it out.
Look at you. You eat healthy.
I try.
Yes.
You know?
How bad do you want to fucking eat?
I was 20 pounds heavier than now, so I get it to a point. But then you do try to take control and go, "Fuck, I'm miserable at this size," and then you eat better to try to get to a size you're happy.
You know, people go, "Oh, look." When I was a full blown drug addict and whatever, I go, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem because I wouldn't look at myself. I was going, and I didn't want to change. That's
right.
When you want to fucking change, someone will go, yeah, you know what? Maybe I did let myself go a little. Maybe I did. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's just a fine line with all this. We've PC'd it where you can't even discuss it almost. Right. And and then because there was a whole embrace this and this is who I am and you got to love me for me and all this stuff.
I didn't say they were bad people once. I didn't say
anybody's bad.
I didn't say they were bad.
But now that Trump's the president, let's throw that PC out the window. Fuck fat people. Fuck fat people. You can say whatever you want now that Trump's president.
I think fat people should be the wall.
Just redo Hands Across America with morbidly obese people that are already on their scooters. Yeah. So that'll make it extra hard. They're on their scooters already, and they just interlock arms all the way across.
We are the Lord.
We are the wall.
You want to learn about the Electoral College from Stunt Brain? And then I got the reason I brought up Ashley Graham. They got a Barbie doll in her size now.
Yeah.
How heavy is it?
Well, it's a whole video.
How much does it weigh? Let's weigh it. Let's weigh it and compare it to the regular Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Let's weigh that Barbie doll compared to what a regular Barbie doll weighs and see if it is,
look how much bigger it is. It's on the screen.
The old pregnant Barbie doll, they just sealed it up.
They have a pregnant Barbie doll?
They did.
Really?
A while back, yeah.
Did she live in a trailer park and have yellow teeth?
Look at this guy. Look at that picture, how he used to be and how he is now. Hold on TV. It'll go back real quick.
They can't see that, Rich.
No, I'm saying to these. So
we're trying to do less. We're trying to do less.
It's that guy. Okay.
They made a good point.
He's amazing.
Too many videos on the radio. Let's say hi to Stunt Brain. What do you got, buddy?
Just chime in.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Thanks for your call.
That was not Stunt Brain.
No, it was. But he had a bad connection.
He's in a can.
Just tell him we had a bad connection on that.
All right.
Boy, you hung right up. You didn't give him a chance.
Well, you could already hear it.
This is the show,
teacher.
Man. Let's go. We ain't slowing down for shit. No more distractions.
No.
If you grab
more roadblocks. Let's go.
If you grab the merry-go-round, you're going to get your arm yanked off. He's moving.
Do we have a video of Ashley Graham looking at her Barbie doll?
Yeah, she's going through the...
She bit the head off.
The Ashley Graham Barbie...
Is she a model?
The same one we were just talking about.
She's got a gorgeous face. But man, I wouldn't want to roll her suitcase through the airport to go on vacation.
I wouldn't want to roll her.
Here, they're showing her.
All right,
this is creepy.
Go back.
Once again, that's very creepy.
These are all new to Barbie dolls.
Original sewing machine.
All right, here we go.
I'm at the Mattel Design Center, and I am here to design my own Barbie. We are designing the outfit, the face, the hair, and the body. This probably is actually the coolest thing I've ever done. Let's go get started.
She's gorgeous. She's got a great face. You don't think her face is nice?
All right. It'll look a lot nicer when she's...
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This is so exciting.
So what's the process? Walk me through.
So this is how we do it. So usually one of the product designers, one of Robert's team will come to us and they'll say, hey, we're going to do this doll and this is our inspiration. Like, for example.
Well, the process is we got to get a lot more plastic.
Well, they're going to make another doll that does gastro bypass. Nothing. That wasn't bad. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah. That wasn't the problem.
Well, it wasn't a good joke?
All right, push play on this.
Okay.
Pull. Photos. We love photos.
I liked it.
We got those photos of you, and we thought, oh, this is fun. Now we can kind of start matching your hair color.
Right.
We looked at different sculpts, and then we looked at skin tone. So what's cool about the team here is all of this detail that you see here, the braids and the twists and all these ponytails, they're all done by hand.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing. By hand.
How sad is that person's job that they have to do that 8 hours a day?
This is an old school sewing machine, or is it new?
No,
it's
so
very
the
old.
original sewing machine. So the first Barbie, this is how they got the hair into the head.
So we don't want to spend any money on sewing equipment.
Yeah, go fast forward. What else do they show in this video?
Let me scan through it a little bit.
Why am I bothered that she has her own Barbie doll? Who gives a fuck?
Barbie dolls are worse than any fat shaming or anything.
Right.
The Barbie image is the worst fucking thing that every American woman has to deal with ever.
Because it's not
not realistic. It's stupid.
It's not attainable, right?
It's any of it. The whole fairy tale Barbie. I hate Barbie. I can't stand. I've never liked Barbie.
I'll tell you what's going on here, though. They know they can't insult her too much, so they have to make the Barbie bigger.
Oh, but enough to.
But they got to be careful.
I see what you're
because
saying.
if they actually made it accurate to her actual body, she would be insulted and would be like, "What the fuck? My legs don't look like that," right?
No, I know. No.
So it's a fine line how far they go as far as a big Barbie.
In the video, she requested that the thighs of the Barbie touch.
Because hers do.
Yeah.
So she wants to be accurate. So they left a little. They left some room in there.
And they have to smell like cottage cheese.
So this Barbie, when she wears her corduroys, cannot start a forest fire.
I was trying to think of something too there.
What do you? I'm sorry, I was too busy.
No, it's
I was
fine.
too busy doing my own horrible joke.
Mine was pretty good.
We're all rich.
I just went through it because I slur those words.
All right, let's see the big reveal. How does she react to her Barbie?
With a cake.
They should have brought it out.
Oh, you want me to cue it up? You have
They
Scumper
should have
back on.
debuted it on a cake.
All like candles.
Yeah, right.
All the Barbie candles.
Red velvet cake not included.
There you go.
All right, is this the big reveal?
I'm queuing it up.
All right.
Look at my little panties. This is so exciting.
It is exciting to have a doll made after you.
Of course. Now this is legendary. If you like Barbie, this is an amazing moment.
Yes,
Right.
this is exciting.
She's got a nice face.
Oh, look at her knuckles. Love them. You just want to throw a compliment.
I swear to God, they're almost full-size panties.
Your daughter could probably wear those. It's not trying to be creepy with that comment.
Right.
But
They're full-size
they're
panties.
child small.
See, she doesn't look like that. They're fuck. And now she's looking to see if she has a pussy.
Thighs are touching.
Oh, okay. She looked up the
they're
skirt.
applauding that.
Got her.
Right.
Yay!
I think it gives the wrong message.
Why? I think some of this stuff.
That's my opinion.
I think some of this stuff you got to be really careful. It makes it easy not to like take care of yourself.
If you're,
as it's more and more acceptable, then you don't do the right thing and try to like maybe drop a few pounds for your
guess
own
what?
health.
And then my health insurance goes up $5,000 a year, like it just did. $5,000 a year. It went up.
22%?
Because we get so obese that you're paying for an obese
I'm paying
culture.
for everything. I'm paying for obese. I'm paying for fucking Affordable Care Act. It went up $5,000 a year. But that's besides the point.
You made it the point.
Good point. Your point was a good point that I made, but I was using it as an example.
You can't say that's beside the point if you brought up the point.
Okay, we get that point.
That always has drove me nuts.
But I'm the voice of reason here. I'm not
like
being.
Vic should have said.
I'm lost again.
Vic still can't get over the numbers he did in fucking
in Omaha.
So
that means something's working. If Omaha worked, or was it the other radio show? Tell me.
It was Todd and Tyler, probably.
Fuck.
No,
truth be known.
You can tell the difference between Todd and Tyler's fans and your fans. Todd and Tyler's fans look you in the face when they talk to you. Your fans.
Wow. No, I don't find. I just don't find that sexy. She's got a nice face. She's in a leopard skin bikini here.
I kind of think that's sexy.
They even put her on a shitty.
I do. Seriously.
They put her on a shitty beach.
Fine.
Even. Look how shitty the beach is.
Yeah, the Sandy Hook.
she's far away from the water because they don't want anyone to be confused and try to roll her back in.
It may not even be a beach.
You can't even see the water.
It may not be a beach. It may be just somebody's, did a tiki bar in their backyard.
No, that's a fucking beach.
No, you can see the water way in the distance.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to Stunt Brain. We got to learn about the Electoral College. Stunt Brain, let's try this again.
I thought you had dropped me.
No. That
was years ago.
That's the old show.
Good. There's not a whole lot of hope for these snowflakes who think they can upset the Electoral College because it's constitutionally protected. So all the people that are grousing about it, they pretty much they have no hope. And in terms of the popular vote deal, Hillary beat Trump by 3.1 million votes in California alone. So the rest of the country, he beat her handily. He's only just under a million votes behind her right now.
Was it?
And all that's left to certify is Michigan.
I thought I saw it shrinking to about 400,000 was the last check I saw.
Really?
Yeah, that she was only 400,000 ahead.
Wow.
It had dwindled down, but she was still ahead.
I'm looking at it now. She's 62,964,000. He's 60,961,000. And we're not counting Michigan. That's the only thing left to get certified.
Okay.
Wait, so
he'll win Michigan by 17,000. But that'll what?
I'm sorry. I just wanted you to back up my point. I mean, if the candidates knew they were going for the popular vote, they would run their campaign very differently. They would run up votes in Trump would go to Texas and go, "All right, I need all of you now."
Said that's what he said today. Basically, if I'd known, he just tried to play it both ways.
Right.
A blend.
There'd be 15 states that would get any action, and you wouldn't see anybody show up in Iowa or Maine or New Hampshire,
Idaho,
Vermont. Yeah. Well, my wife said, "You want to deal with this? Move to the Midwest." If you want to deal with,
one of the reasons I don't vote is I don't know the local candidates, so I don't want to just go in there and just like fucking pick names.
Right.
And the second reason is because we know it's a Democratic state. The Republicans are not going to win New York anytime soon. They're just not.
The lady that was running the Hard Rock show last week in Iowa, she voted for president for an independent candidate. And it wasn't Stein or Gary Johnson. It was someone that she knew about.
Right.
Just so when she was watching the results on TV, she could see if it came up with her guy.
That's awesome.
70 of them voted for this guy.
Right.
So she was there with her boss. Her boss was like, "Look, you made the board."
That's cool.
His name was Evan. Oh, it was Evan something. He was out of Iowa. But
so whoever wins the popular vote, in the end, it's just horseshit because that's not how the campaigns are run.
Yeah, because in New York, Trump got beat by 1.5 million. And in California, he got beat by over 3 million.
Yeah. Evan McMillan.
All that. Evan McMillan, he's the Mormon from Utah.
There you go.
Wow. Okay.
So she didn't know anything. She didn't know anything about him. She just picked him to see if she could see her number on the board, and it worked.
He's a 40-year-old bachelor who signed up in August and nearly caused electoral chaos in Utah. But in the end, Utah went for Trump. But it's no big deal. I don't think there's going to be anything other than a lot of screaming and hollering, and they won't make any changes.
Do you think the crying funny to you?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Me too. I giggle the whole time. I'm such an awful.
I don't know if you saw the guy standing on the stairs at Ohio State at the student union. He had a megaphone and was talking about no violence, and some guy comes barreling down the steps and just tackles him, throws him to the ground.
Wow. I haven't seen that yet.
Everybody says this had to be a Trump supporter. It turns out the guy's a registered Democrat who was just pissed that his studying was getting interrupted.
Wow. We just saw the video.
Love it.
Well, hold on. I got to play this again. Back up. I want to hear the guy's on a megaphone. He's on the stairs, and here comes this guy running down the stairs, full speed at him. Go ahead, play this.
You don't love to compromise.
That's a song.
Wow, this shit is going to get
When did
ugly.
that happen? I wasn't paying attention.
Last night in Ohio, at Ohio State, at the student union.
And the person running down the stairs was a Hillary or Trump supporter.
No, neither. Neither. He's just mad.
he's a registered Democrat who they say may have a little Asperger's.
He kind of looks like he might be on
something.
A little.
He's kind of big. They might make a doll about him.
But he also looks he looks like an older student too.
24-year-old student.
That's a 24-year-old. Okay.
Yeah, he got arrested.
Right.
The guy who got knocked down is a socialist who wasn't a Hillary or a Trump supporter. He was just mad that the system was taking over.
Right.
And he reportedly, we just got this report in at theblaze.com, thank you, that he was trying to get the charges dropped against him because I think he feels bad for the guy.
Hey, somebody, what's your opinion on Trump appointing Bannon?
You know what? I've only had limited experience with Bannon. I worked at Breitbart or wrote for Breitbart for a year, and I knew Andrew, and I really enjoyed Andrew, but very limited knowledge of Stephen Bannon. And the people I know are split on him. I have people who think it's the worst thing, and I have friends who say it's the best thing. So maybe I'll get to talk to them.
They're split on Trump too. That's they're split.
No,
the whole
but he's
world's
talking about
split.
Republicans.
Yeah.
His circle of Republicans. I think what he's trying to say is half are into it and half are definitely not into it. He used to walk these halls.
I know. Is this a guaranteed appointment, or can it?
Yeah.
Can it be? Yeah. Can he overrule? Can Trump say, you know what, I made a mistake?
Well, Trump could throw anybody out anytime, but this does not require Senate confirmation.
Yeah,
and the chief of staff and chief strategist, these are like appointing czars.
Yeah.
They don't have to get anybody's approval. Trump can just keep them forever or get rid of them when he sees that he's no longer valuable.
Right. What do you think of...
What do you think about Race Bannon from Johnny Quest?
Oh, it's fantastic. But Haji is a problem. We can't.
Wow, Vic.
That's going to be a problem.
What do you think about Bill Bannon? No.
What do you think about former UCLA basketball great Ed O'Bannon?
Did he play with Lou?
I don't know. No. He was in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Are you originally from Delaware, Mr. Brain?
No, I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago, but I live in Delaware.
What do you...
Which is...
Go ahead.
Well, no, because I'm like three... Go ahead.
Trying to get Rich in to play a round of golf at DuPont, and he's never around.
Well, you know what's funny? I was just going to.
Why would you play golf with Stumpbrain? He told me you don't want to play with him.
No,
He's afraid a millionaire's going to shoot him in the chest.
I just saw that movie the other night. From
it's
3 years old.
It's a
that
great movie.
Was so fucking good.
Yeah, it was really good.
I mean, it was so fucking good.
I'm telling you, Creepy Carell was fascinating.
It was so good.
Yes,
and I just saw it because for some reason the thing is. I'm right now just getting out of the Shanks. I shot in the 80s last week twice. But driving to Delaware from Jersey just to play golf, if I was down there, I would play with you in a second. I'm in Philly in January.
It's not that far.
Oh, really?
Delaware? It's like a 3-iron. You know what that is?
Yeah. Yes. What I like to hit you in the head with. Okay. Because I'm not driving to Delaware to play. Yes. If I was in Philly, I would play with him in a second.
God, whatever.
You brought it up, fuckface.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be a 10-second thing, not 3 minutes.
Well, I didn't know we had time. I didn't know
we actually have to take a break. But I do want to ask Stumpbrain 2 other things before we let him go. So the people that are against Trump and they're protesting, they're now wearing diaper pins.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Paul tried to
because they're crying, because they're crybabies.
Paul tried to correct me and say safety pins. Everyone knows they're diaper pins.
Well, safety pins were what they called them when they put them on diapers. The safety was to prevent the kid from getting stuck.
But the point is, you're making it too easy. Why are you doing this? Because everyone is going to call them diaper pins. That's why I said it that way.
Yeah, well, the best thing I've heard is an Iowa lawmaker is proposing a law, and it's called the Suck It Up Buttercup Law. This is so great. Any school that canceled classes, allowed students to walk out, or arranged for crying rooms, they'll figure out how much money they wasted, and they're going to triple it and subtract it from next year's budget.
Wow.
So the Suck It Up Buttercup bill is already in process in Iowa.
I just don't know why they would go with the safety pin, because you make it too easy for the other side to make fun of you that you're walking around with safety pins that everyone would say look like diaper pins.
The level of hysteria, it reminds me of that Elvis or Beatles footage, just the black and white, when the girls are crying and screaming so bad, and they kind of don't know why. And if there were colored footage of that would, but the level of that the passion, the insanity, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But that and I don't know why it is just tickling the living shit out of me for some reason.
Well,
because
even Lena Dunham said Sunday was the limit for her. She said, "I'm done Sunday. I'm going back."
Okay, right. Back to my regular life. Okay, exactly.
Where's she going back to?
HBO making millions of dollars.
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah, she's not leaving the country. In the end, no celebrity will leave the country.
Nobody's going anywhere.
So, and the other thing I want to point out for the other side is the fact that a guy holds up a rape Melania sign outside, Trump Tower.
Oh, God.
But then everyone is trying to say that's how all of the supporters think. It's just one fucking gross. Asshole.
Right.
Yeah, but one asshole, and let me tell you, my arms were killing me all day.
But it's one asshole.
But I really hope that that's the guy has Asperger's and he pushed the guy because he was interfering with his study time. I really hope that would be the most awesome thing ever if everybody's wrong.
But if one asshole holds up a sign like that,
terrible.
It doesn't mean they all agree with that sign. On the same page as that guy.
Yeah, but nobody around him said take that sign down either. Okay, so if you're not part of the
I wasn't there.
The sign's still up.
There.
There's enough people to say get rid of that fucking sign.
Because it's the internet. Nothing goes away on the internet.
No, I mean he didn't take it down. So if you're sitting there watching somebody get mugged and don't help the person getting mugged, you're just as much to blame.
Standing by innocently is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
When someone is getting mugged, what I do, which most people do, you look around and hope that someone, goes first.
Yeah, well.
And then you're like, all right, they're taking care. Am I lying?
No, but
you're just revealing how you would react.
I think I'm talking for most human beings. You look around like, oh, fuck me.
You don't know a lot of badasses?
When it's mostly old ladies when they fall on the off the curb and you're like, man, if I help her, that's going to be a good hour waiting for the paramedics and stuff.
I would
so
help
you debate it in your head, and then next thing you know, it's usually a middle-aged woman runs to her aid, and then you're like, okay, I'm off the hook.
Yeah, but if you were single and helped that old lady...
I'm still there. I'm still there if she needs me, but I'm not going to be the first to run into the situation.
That's the New Yorker in you. That's all.
Yeah, I think most people think that way. I'm sorry.
Out in America, no. Here, yes. Here, I've got to catch my train. Oh, somebody else will get it. Oh, they just did. I'm in the cab gone. Out. I'm with you. But if you go out to the heartland, that a lot of people will help you.
Look, the other day,
I'm not running away, but I'm waiting a breath or two.
Of course.
Yes. No, I help.
A couple beats.
The Louis C.K. episode where the lady was trapped where it's Ellen Burstyn, I think, trapped in the elevator. Yeah. And you see him struggle with that. There's several scenes where he's just going back and forth with basically, well, okay. You can tell he really wants to leave her until she says, I need my medication. Then he's like, oh, shit. Now I got to really help you. But he wants to get rid of her every single time.
So you think that really is more of a New York thing and not something that happens across the entire country?
Because of the speed of life here so fast, and people in other parts of the country.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's people are. I got to do this. I got to do that. Fuck that bitch. The other day this lady got stuck with her carriage coming out of I don't know if it was a supermarket, Walmart, and guess what? I pushed her carriage to the car, and I didn't even think about stealing her pocketbook. Okay,
he didn't revert back.
But you know what I mean. If everybody just helped everybody out, I came up with a saying today.
Oh my God!
I came up with a saying. if you're not, here's my new saying. Here's my new saying.
Are we going hot cold walking later?
No. Here's my new saying that I came up with today.
Louis, hug Rich again. That's just amazing what he just revealed.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. I came up with this today.
I think so. I think somebody else said that first.
Stumpbrain, you got anything else? Because we could certainly call you back a little later.
That's it. I'll check in if anything changes.
I don't know. It's a lot, though, man.
Get away from me.
Keep hugging him, Louis.
Oh, it's like a bear.
You're the bastard.
How about them Cowboys, Louis? Oh no, man! That was a hell of a ball game.
It was a great ball game.
That was a great ball game.
Best team in the league right now, huh?
Our guy Lewis, who I treat very well, I want people to know.
Why? Because he's
black? No, I'm over that.
I don't say black.
He's a huge Cowboys fan.
I say Negro.
Die hard.
And I think they're starting to think, let's fucking not bring
No, they've already announced it. They've already announced it.
Okay.
I'm a little behind. No news.
That is the smartest thing to do. You can't change the momentum.
He's already commented on it. Even Tony Romo has already commented on it.
And if he gets hurt, Prescott
gets hurt, you go to Tony Romo. Who wouldn't want that? That's amazing.
Romo's got to understand at this point.
He doesn't care.
It's late in the season, too. You can't.
No,
These guys are so used to Prescott now.
He may have played his last down in Dallas.
Yeah, they're already doing articles about where he might land next year.
No
I've already seen
kidding.
3 or 4 columns on that. You know, I mean, with the salary, I mean, really breaking it down.
So they got kind of a Tom Brady situation happening
Fucking
over there.
Rutgers could use him.
Where Tom Brady came in and they're like, all right.
Well, that's how Romo got his job in Dallas in the first place.
Fuck Bledsoe.
But that's Parcells is the one that promoted Romo in the first place.
What do you call it?
Bledsoe was hurt.
But that fucking
I didn't know they made the announcement officially.
That fucking play Pittsburgh did. That fucking fake downing it.
Oh my God! That's the old Dan Marino. The old Dan Marino. The classic spike it touchdown.
Oh, that was fucking pretty.
I was furious.
I thought they wrapped. I thought they
screaming.
I
don't care. I'm for a good game. So I'm yelling and screaming in my living room on both sides. Actually, I was in a hotel on Sunday, but I confuse the living shit out of people in sports bars because they don't know who I'm pulling for.
Sunday, I was in. I was watching the game with my friends, the sports junkies. I was in D.C., so me and some of the junkies went out, together to watch the game.
I hear what you're saying. I'm right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm right here.
Hey, this weekend I'm in Rochester.
Are you really?
Yeah, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I'll be in Rochester.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me?
What do you mean?
I would have went with you.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you got
no.
And I got new stuff.
No, I'm going to defend myself here. That's where Brother Weeze is, and
I know that.
I find excuses where I could go and see him.
Maybe.
So I'm in Thursday,
and I'll call Weeze and tell him you
come up.
It's only Tuesday.
I told Weeze I want to try to get up there before Thanksgiving.
Well, then come up fucking Friday and come home Saturday.
He can't. He has a guest that he actually approved.
Friday?
We got a band coming in on Friday.
Oh yeah,
we got a band. Deal. We got a band coming in on Friday.
Blackberry Smoke is performing a couple songs for us
Who are
Friday.
they? Are they famous?
They're amazing.
Right.
Yeah,
Florentine's been turning me on to these guys for a while, and I finally listened to them. And
can you Skype it?
Like an Arrow is their latest offering, and it's amazing. Did you go through it?
Yeah, he put it on right when he was here with both of us that day.
Yeah.
I went home and listened.
How
to
great
some
is
of it. Yeah,
that?
it's pretty good.
Reschedule.
Huh? Blackberry Smoke.
Reschedule.
I like your idea of Skyping from from though.
Yeah, Skype. What the fuck? You can have someone take over and you Skype. Or you know what? Do it from Weeze's studio.
Yeah, it might be too late.
Take the staff to dinner on Wednesday. Head to Rochester on Thursday, or when you start Thursday. Go to Rochester with Voss on Thursday. Stay the weekend.
Now that I know Iraq barely supports me, that dinner's going to have to wait a while.
I was supporting your guest approval.
Just throw him a can of tuna fish and say, cook it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stump Brain, what do you got, buddy?
He's back.
Yeah, I'm never left. I'm nice on the Blaze Radio 7 to 10 tonight. So
all right.
Check it out.
Are you still with what's his name? That guy?
No more questions.
Your friend.
We're 20 minutes over.
You so much.
We're 20 minutes over. But we might call Stump Brain back later because there's still a lot of politics
There's a lot.
to talk about. Voss is in Rochester, so you're doing Weeze's show Friday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, you can still get my CD, Rich Horse 5, at iTunes. It's on the Billboard charts. It's my best.
All right. And Vic Henley.
I'm in New York City all weekend. Gotham on Thursday, Comic Strip Live on Friday and Saturday, and then off next week for Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're lucky.
Where are you going for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to go see the family.
You want to go to the beach house?
No.
I'm in Rhode Island next weekend. Comedy Connection.
There's a club in Rhode Island?
Comedy Connection next week, next Friday and Saturday.
Thank you for getting that call back. All right, we really got to take a break. We'll plug your shit after the break.
No, I'm not plugging.
All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here to have fun. This is fun radio. I like it.
This is easy. This part of it's easy. It's all the drama and bullshit.
I don't have any drama.
In between shows that is just garbage. Stump Brain, thank you, buddy.
You got it.
All right, we'll be back. Foss in studio.
That fucking sandwich was so good.
Vic Henley wandering around here somewhere. He's in the hallway. What is he doing in the hallway?
I think he's talking to Lewis about fat chicks.
About fat chicks?
I don't know. He's on his way down now.
All right, you know what I did today?
What did you do today, Rich?
So I'm in the gym and Bonnie calls and goes, "Oh, the fucking the furnace. There's no heat. It's not working in the house."
Yeah.
I said, "All right, I'll take care of it when I get home." So I go home. I go down to the furnace.
Yeah.
I take off the cover.
Yeah.
And I'm looking and I'm going, "Why am I looking at this?" Because I have no idea what I'm fucking looking at. Like I looked at, I mean, there's 1,000 wires. I'm sitting there going, "Yep, doesn't sound like it's on to me."
Right.
Right. So then, like, there's thermostat's not on upstairs. It's not kicked in. You can hear it not going. I changed the filter. That didn't help, obviously. I'm sitting there going, oh, fuck, I got to get a guy in. It's going to waste a day. It's going to cost me whatever. The winter's come. You got to have your heat. So I call my friend who does heating and, air, whatever. And he said, in the thermostat, he said, it might need new batteries. Right? Just I take the thermostat off, put 2 new batteries in, it kicks in. That easy. But the regular person in life who doesn't know a heating and air guy would have had somebody come in and spend $100 or $200 for him to change batteries.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame that guy.
You wouldn't blame what guy?
The guy that's going to charge you the $200.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you're not smart enough to see if it needs batteries, then fuck it.
But who would even think the thermostat on the wall?
A couple hundred from that person.
Yeah. Who would even think when you go downstairs and your furnace isn't going, the last thing in your mind is going, oh, batteries.
I need a double A.
Yeah, you're thinking fucking wires or a motor or something.
Yeah, right.
Fucking,
yeah, sure.
You're not thinking batteries upstairs in the thermostat.
Right.
That's the last thing.
So when you looked at the furnace, it was running.
No, after I put the new batteries in, it started running.
In the what? In the thermostat
upstairs
itself.
In the thermostat in the house.
Oh, because if you turn it on, then it'll turn on the... Okay.
He needed a battery to make the on-off switch work, basically. So he didn't know that he needed a Duracell.
Well, no, the batteries upstairs in the thermostat kick in the fucking thermostat.
That's what I meant, right.
Yeah.
You need, exactly.
Who would have known?
No, I didn't
Nobody would have guessed that.
No.
And you're mad at someone that would charge $200
No,
for that?
not at all. I would be mad at myself if I called that person.
And he walked out there and popped it open, stuck in the battery. Yeah. Here's $200 and walked out the door.
That's his. It's taking time out of
knowledge. You're paying them for their knowledge.
But, I would put all my tools all over the floor near the furnace. I'm working on it, and I think I could get you up and running in an hour or two. And then you'd be like, oh, thank God I'm going to have heat in an hour
and then
or
when
two.
he walks away,
then you're checking your phone, whatever. Yep, I think I got it figured out. And then sneak the batteries in, and yeah, sure, charge you $200.
Yeah, no, I would if I go to a
Ain't that America?
If I go to a gig,
that's what I'm saying. We've always been great. I never liked the slogan. I don't like that. I never, from the get-go, I never liked the goddamn slogan for reasons you just said. We are great. We've always been great.
What, make America great?
Yeah, make it great again. We were never not great. Fuck you. I don't believe it.
Really? We were never not great? I mean, I love. As long
as I've been alive, we've been great.
No, I mean, we've had a...
I didn't say we were perfect.
In our lifetime, we've maybe had a couple lulls, but in general, we've had
I didn't say we were perfect.
A great country.
Certainly, that's what I mean. We are not infallible.
Give me one time where it wasn't great in your lifetime.
Right.
When it wasn't great?
Even
my first marriage?
That's not America's fault.
No.
Even the Depression was great. Hey!
No,
but in our lifetime, when wasn't it... Not so great.
I don't know.
There's been turmoil and there's been wars and there's been all kinds of bad things that have happened, but we rally and get better and roll right along. We've never not been great. 80 jillion people are clamoring to get in here 24/7.
Right.
24/7.
Yes, it's great.
I had barbecue for breakfast 3 days last week. Yeah, in Nebraska.
Wow.
As Stunt Brain pointed out a few weeks ago, within 2 or 3 days, you had the 50th anniversary of the Country Music Awards, the Country Music Association, and then the Cubs won the goddamn World Series. Mm-hmm. All right, the Super Bowl's coming. We're fine. We're fat. We're overweight. We've got guns. We're amazing.
Somebody that loved the Cubs and Trump. This is their year. Can you imagine if you were a Cubs fan and a Trump fan?
The ultimate combo.
Can you imagine that if you had a wife that wrote that bit and you stole it from her?
Is it hers? Yeah. Oh, I knew that was too good to be you.
We talked about it in the car. She couldn't think of the third thing. She didn't write a bit because you got to have
funny,
3 things.
Man.
She wrote earlier on Twitter. I saw. She wrote. I guess our only 2 choices for cabinets are what was it? White supremacists and insiders. That was her take on it. Yeah,
she said
because you got. It looks like if you pick one, then you're he's an insider. That's why you picked him. If you pick somebody else over here as an odd choice, he's a white supremacist.
Yeah.
So that was good Bonnie thinking.
She said on stage the other night. I don't want to talk about it. I TiVo'd it.
TiVo. Perfect. Perfect.
See,
Chicago students protest President-elect Trump. Not my president.
Then move.
Huh?
They're moving.
Well, I mean, half the country's not happy with this.
Are you?
Or close to half the country's not happy.
If you want, half the country wasn't happy with Obama, Bush,
of
Clinton,
course, of course,
Kennedy, any of them.
It's a deep divide. This country has a deep divide.
Yes, it has more divides.
And
it has political divides.
And
it
the
has
problem is,
racial
the
divides.
one side thinks they can talk the other side into seeing it their way. It's never going to happen.
But wait, how many divides? There's gender divides, racial divides, political divides, religious divides. Everything is divided in this fucking country. Everything.
And yet it all comes together in a big fabulous melting pot, just like New York City.
Yeah.
We exist in here every day, all those groups and 80 million other groups, and all we're worried about is not getting decapitated by the manhole cover when the steam pipe blows it off.
How about the subway being pushed onto the tracks?
Yeah, right.
You know, they're now talking about putting walls up.
I hope
where?
Like in other countries.
Walls where?
No.
Subways.
Like a little barrier of some sort.
We've lost 2 or 3 people
platform.
in the last week or so.
Well, how high are the walls going to be?
It's just walls, so no one can push you.
Then how are you going to get on the train?
They'll have gaps in them.
They have gaps in the walls, and you figure it out. Or I guess it would open at that point, right?
I think it should just turn into a massive cattle shoot process, and we just they just funnel us down there, and then Temple Grandin gives us a hug, and then we walk off the slide.
I would assume it's a wall, and then when the subway train comes, then parts of the wall will open up automatically.
There you go. There's an example of it right there in Seoul, Korea.
Yeah, because you can't have like holes in the wall because they could still push you over. So it's got to be a wall that keeps everyone safe and then opens up when the trains come.
Would you take that? Would you go out like that? Would that be okay with you?
What?
If somebody just all of a sudden just one day you were standing there and somebody shoved you in front of the train?
Who the fuck would be okay with that?
If you're dead, I'm saying you're dead. I'm not saying that you're 1 minute you're there, the next minute you're gone. Would that be an okay for you to go?
You wouldn't even know.
I'm saying you don't even know. Bam! You're dead. Your last thought might be who's pushing me.
And the first thing you see
right?
The first thing you see is Patrick Swayze on the train, and are you?
I'm trying to think of that actor's name.
The other guy that looks like
it's Vincent something, and I think he passed away.
This is my train.
Yes, I think he passed away.
He looked like what's his name?
He was married to Elise Beasley, who was an actress. And
are we talking about the guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Yes,
he looked like the old coach of the Knicks. What's his name?
Oh,
Gundy.
Yes. Like Jeff Van Gundy. Yes. A little more misshapen head.
Yeah, we're talking about the guy from Fast Times.
When people talk about
Schiavelli or something like that.
This is my train.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy's fabulous.
Oh, he played Mass?
No, that's just him there.
He was in Fast Times, though.
Yes, there he is.
Something about Sanka, I think. Didn't he have a line about Sanka in that?
His wife, he was married when Moonlighting was a hit, the Bruce Willis, Sybil Shepherd show. They had a quirky secretary lady, and I forgot what her name was, but she was a character actress. Her name was Elise Beasley, and she was married to that dude for a long, long time. That was an odd, quirky couple.
I got some.
When you say like are you more proud to be an American or happy to be American?
Ooh, well,
happy.
Both. I hate that Lee Greenwood song. I hate that song.
Go, ooh.
Got him excited.
Some people go this way. Some people go that way.
I think you got to go with happy first.
Yes.
Sure, yeah. I'm not too xenophobic or all, jingoistic. If one of those words is correct, they might be.
But then again, I don't know. I've barely been to any other countries. I don't know. Maybe there's amazing countries out there. We have no idea about.
But being happy. Look, being happy to be, because we have everything like you said. Being proud is.
And we get to bitch about it. That's the proud part is I get to run my mouth.
You have no choice but to be American because you were born here.
Sure. But I'm happy and thrilled and love all the great things we have.
I'm proud of some of the things.
The proud part is that I can do not jack shit for a living, run my mouth, and make money on it.
Right.
You own a home. Yes. He owns 2 homes.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'm proud of the things that this country has done for other countries too.
Mm-hmm.
And
I didn't even get to the philanthropic part. Yes, but yes,
I mean,
you're correct.
besides Israel, we're the first over to help during earthquakes.
At times you certainly feel the pride. at times. I think though most people are just happy.
I think they're more happy
because the knowledge we get about other countries and what's going on in the rest of the world, you're like, holy fuck! It's total luck that we were born in America.
When somebody checks your shit on something, you have to. If it's a good point, you've got to give into it.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I'm going to want to move or do something shitty or burn the flag or.
I would never do that.
Not stand up during the national.
I wouldn't move just because someone's president that
Where the fuck would we move to?
Right. It's just it's always like
I live in the greatest city on the fucking planet Earth. I hope they find me dead, stinking in my apartment, or somebody pushes me in front of the subway.
You live in Perth, Amboy. I wear my grandfather's dog tag from World War One. This is from World War
there you go,
bro.
And I'm proud that he flew.
That's amazing.
No, he's calling it back. He's calling it back.
Hug from me.
It's like the fourth time today.
What the fuck? I've known you for 18 years. It's hug.
I'm proud that my grandfather fought in World War One.
Certainly.
And I wear the dog tag. I'm happy to be. Listen, no other country could I say and do the things I do. Well, I mean, no, in Canada, they don't have the First Amendment. Comics get sued.
We saw that.
Canada.
We talked about that earlier in the year. Yeah, that's a new thing. The minister of what's proper or something got on them or whatever that did.
Let's move on because there's a big story out of Colombia suspending wrestling season over lewd and racist text messages. Have you heard about this one? This broke a couple hours ago.
Yes, I texted them.
What? Columbia University's wrestling team, which bills itself as the nation's oldest intercollegiate program, has had its season suspended by the university while officials investigate text messages sent by team members that included the frequent use of racist, misogynistic, and homophobic terms. On Monday, Columbia released a statement saying that the university's athletic department has decided that Columbia wrestlers will not compete until we have a full understanding of the facts on which to base the official response to the disturbing matter. A university official confirmed late Monday that the team was still practicing, which raised the possibility that the season would continue once the investigation was complete. Do we have the actual text messages?
I don't think so.
I read farther. I read farther down in the same story, and the ones I saw, I didn't see the racist. It looked like they were sneaking around, taking pictures of. Funny-looking people on the campus, whether it might be a big girl or somebody with a weird head or a humpback, something bizarre, and they were texting at each other, writing funny captions underneath the mean picture.
I saw a couple of the text messages, and one of them I think said, "Oh fuck, Stump Brain, help me."
It was something like one was as easy as a dude. I wouldn't do her.
One was like, looks like a dude in a wig.
Yeah, very benign.
Right here. And then I think another one was something like, she looks like she has a fishy pussy. Was that in there, or was I dreaming that?
Here's all of them right here.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
I'm at where? Right here?
Yeah, that's where it starts.
I'm at Miami, Ohio right now, and I swear every girl begs for the cock so hard.
I got it. Where the fuck is that?
It's Miami, Ohio. It's a university. It's north of Cincinnati. You have to go to Cincinnati.
Oh, just guys being assholes.
You don't have to beg.
That's what it is. It's 20-year-olds being dicks. He's just saying he's at another college campus, and those women are sluttier than the girls at Columbia.
They're not all feminist bitches. I think what he said to right here. It says birches, but
that's the autocorrect.
That makes it even better.
Okay,
that makes it even better when you're slamming a feminist and you misspell something.
And then this
and prove how stupid you are.
That's one group you don't want to mess with, the feminists.
It's just anybody.
And then they blacken his name out and say, "Your snap killed me." Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Columbia bitches feel entitled to something when in reality they are all ugly, socially awkward. Oh boy.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh boy, that word.
Yeah.
The C word.
Yeah.
At least for real, I'm here now. Bloom you for real, though. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I just woke up and I usually disagree with blank, but I say blank because they blackened out his name. But the invention of time is a huge part of why we were able to advance as far as we have. Time is for pussies. Like people in Africa still can't tell time, and that's why even if we gave them free AIDS medicine, they wouldn't be able to use it properly. They're just idiots.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Oh, that is so stupid.
And they go to Columbia?
Yeah. Yeah, they're wrestlers. But they still had to get into the Ivy League. You're right.
Idiots. I don't know if you should be suspending the whole season. I mean, I'm sure there's some wrestlers not involved with this
shit,
a
racist joke. That's a racist joke that someone has deconstructed and tried to steal it for themselves.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what that is. You know why we shouldn't send them AIDS medication? Because they can't. There's this thing. We use it anyway. I guarantee you that's somebody elbowing a hate joke into his own little stealing it.
Now here we go. Yo. name blacked out. Did you see any of those nigs in North St. Louis protesting that teenager getting shot by the cops?
All right, there you go.
Yeah, dude, shit got real. There's riots in a bunch of counties around me, and the main protests are only like 20 minutes away. That's nuts. What exactly happened? They're such fucking nigs, dude. So far, the only places that have been looted was a rim shop and a pawn shop. Just idiots.
Why? Because they only went after a pawn shop?
And a rim shop.
He was trying to make a joke, obviously. They fucking riot to
Little Bosu. Little Bosu.
All right. Fuck the police. Some police shot an unarmed black 17-year-old 6 times with his hands up. It sounds like it's 2 guys, really, right?
Yeah, it's in a whole group text.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them.
It's a whole group text.
They're all on the same thread, it looks like, the team. So they're just guys just swapping stories.
Continues. So it's how many people in the group text?
We may never know.
So
It's
whoever's
the
in
whole
the group
team.
text, then you think it's the whole team?
Well, that's at the beginning of the article.
Like you take, say you took a bunch of white wrestlers sitting around talking like this, like they probably would, or you take, say, a black basketball team, and I'm stereotyping because usually whites are wrestlers and black kids are playing.
I got you.
And black dudes are sitting around talking about white people the same way, But once you put it on Twitter, you're done.
Well, what happened is they were sent to us by an anonymous tipster. This paper saying who felt this conversation had no longer become entertainment. We're telling on it.
A dude on campus. A dude on campus tweaked on him.
Right.
Yeah, snitch is what I was trying to say, and then I almost ruined that into Twitch and tweet. And so anyway, but the dude, somebody writes a blog, a local campus blog, and he or she discovered it and read it all
What did you talk about? The lady from I don't know what she did somewhere in
Harvard did the
West
same thing with soccer.
Yeah, we got that.
The lady.
Hold on, let me continue there, Rich Voss, and then we'll get to you.
Oh yeah, this lady.
Because this is Harvard. Harvard cancels men's soccer season. The soccer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the cross-country team had their own thing, too.
Okay, over sex scouting report. Harvard has suspended its men's soccer team for the remainder of the season after college officials learned the 2012 lewd scouting. This is from 2012? Mm-hmm.
The report, they just found it now.
But all those kids they're gone.
That's great. That's what we love about college athletics.
Fucking problem.
That's what we love about college athletics, right? Find out, and then 4 years later, a whole different group of people get punished. This is another.
Well, that's like Penn State.
Well, they do that with college football all the time when they suspend
any of it.
Those poor kids that had nothing to do with the scandal. They're at the university when they finally decide to, punish them, and then these kids that are working their whole lives to hopefully get a college scholarship, possibly a pro.
That's the NCAA. This is just Harvard.
No, I know, I understand that, but it's bullshit.
It's the same train of thought.
Oh wow, I didn't know this was from 2012. Okay, college officials learned the 2012 lewd scouting report that ranked women's soccer recruits based on sexual appeal was a team tradition. Oh, but a tradition.
Yeah.
So there was a thing. They believe that it continues to this day. The 9-page document. All right, now I got to adjust what I was thinking. If it's a tradition and they just finally got caught.
This was the first time they found some paperwork.
All right. The 9-page document uncovered by the Harvard Crimson student newspaper last week rated each recruit by her physical attractiveness and featured photos of each woman attached to vulgar commentary. The author, a member of the 2012 men's team, also assigned each of them a nickname and a sexual position, including missionary, doggy style, the triple Lindy, and cowgirl.
See?
Is there actually a sexual position called the triple Lindy for real?
I think that's Dangerfield. That's
the comedian in the group.
That's the dive.
No, I understand. I know what it is. Trust me, I know what it is.
That's the comic in the group.
But that's the comic in the group. Let me go with the triple Lindy.
Yeah, that could be anything.
One recruit, he wrote, looks like the kind of girl who both likes to dominate and likes to be dominated, man. Yuck. In an email to Harvard student athletes Thursday, said he decided to cancel the rest of the season, including postseason play, because the practice appears to be more widespread across the team and has continued beyond 2012. You have a problem with that?
No, not at all.
I don't have a problem with it.
Not one bit. If it's that detailed, if there's voter cards and boxes you can check, and then that's just your elaborate boys club joke that got fucking caught. So fuck you.
And do you think they should get suspended for?
That's what you go to Harvard. Harvard chose this. Yeah. This ain't got anything to do with athletics or an athletic commission. This is just the university going, this is goddamn embarrassing. So y'all aren't playing because we still think it's going on now.
Right. But I mean,
they're still in the school.
They didn't kick them out of school. They just not going to have.
Well, but then they can still do what they're doing. They're just not playing.
You're right. There you go, Rich. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't think it acted as I don't think it was a real deterrent.
It's not a deterrent.
Yes,
to
I
what
agree.
they're doing.
These same shitheads at all these schools, at every shithead in America at any campus is going to be a shithead in America at any campus.
I mean, I don't think they're saying individual names in these things either, right?
They threw the whole team. They just blanketed
No, I mean,
them.
it seems very vague. I don't think they're naming girls by name.
No,
right?
no.
Now,
They had pictures of them. They had pictures of them, and they're scoring them. So somewhere around there in some little chat room or doing something. I don't know.
When you're going through your boner years, you say stupid shit.
My buddy's not in high school.
You say stupid shit. When you're getting a million boners a day, you say stupid shit.
I'm trying to still get a boner so I can start saying stupid shit again.
They made the girls, the last level of cheerleader tryouts when I was in high school was at an assembly in front of our schools, which would be really difficult and awful, for all these poor girls that don't make it because the whole high school's got to vote for you. And me and all my buddies thought it would be funny to make up signs with scores on them. Right. So when they did their little gymnastics part, that we could hold them up. Sure. And our gag supposedly was to have no real numbers written on anything. Everything was like pi. So when we held it up, nobody would know what the fuck we were really saying. We weren't saying it was a 10 or a 0. We were calculus signs and cosine tangent and the infinity sign. And we got about 3 people. It wasn't funny yet, but we thought it was cute.
No, I think you had a picture of a pie.
We thought it was cute. No, we had a picture of a pie. But we only got to do it once, and all the teachers ran over and snatched it all up because we were being mean and cruel.
And a little crazy.
And being stupid and not being nice to the girls, and this was their moment, even though we didn't have,
It's just guys being idiots.
Right. That's what we were doing. I was in the 9th grade.
Idiotic behavior.
I was in the 9th grade.
Okay. And they do it in college.
You made it to 9th?
I did. That's called my senior year.
Harvard men's, and then you got the Harvard's men's cross-country team.
That's a Foxworthy redneck.
It's a beautiful line. Harvard men's cross-country team reportedly uses spreadsheets to rate women. The Harvard's men's soccer team wasn't alone in circulating sexually explicit ratings of female students. The college's men's cross-country team also built spreadsheets assessing women based on their looks.
You know how fucked up? Who's got to suffer, really? The parent knowing that his daughter only got a 2.
Okay. You can flip that and find out. So she's trying to tell him about the story, and he's waiting. Well, what'd you get?
Right. What'd you get anyway? What'd you get anyway?
I would be devastated if my daughters didn't get 7 or above.
You got a 6.
Jesus Christ! Stop eating.
Exactly.
As you peel out of the driveway, I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Will it hurt to show a little skin every now and then? Just a little something off the shoulder.
Will you show some fucking cleavage?
You got some nice tits. Daddy didn't make you nice tits for nothing. Okay.
Your daughters they have nice ones?
Oh. I would never even notice.
Well, you brought it up.
I was using it as an example. I didn't say I was using a joke.
He was thrilling in the comedy moment.
Yes,
I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry.
I feel bad.
And they're fucking, yes, they have.
I thought you were talking about your own daughters.
No, they have.
I did too for a minute. I'll give you that.
Vic
I'll give you that. I did too for a second, but then I looked over and I knew what he meant.
Yes, I was talking about my kids, but it was a joke because my kids do have nice breasts. So of course. They're not going to, Rain is a little flat-chested.
Jesus, Rich. What the fuck?
She's flat. I can't help it.
She's 8.
She's 9.
I said we both 8, 9, 10. We both. She's getting older. By the end of the show, she'll be on her first date. By the end of the show.
Trust me.
No, in some cultures at 9, you're already married with a big set of tits.
Wow.
In some cultures,
Florida.
The discovery. A little more to the cross-country Harvard thing. The discovery comes just a week after Harvard canceled the rest of the men's soccer. Okay, yeah. So they're. I don't know, man. Sports teams just do shitty, stupid, idiotic things.
People do shitty, stupid.
Of course, but I would bet a lot of money that the female athletes at these universities and colleges are doing very similar things. Come on, right?
I've never even considered that. You think
I bet you they're making fun of other girls on their own team.
Oh, sure, okay.
Making fun of the guys. What are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kids.
We had nicknames for the sorority girls when I was in a fraternity.
Oh, yeah, we did too. Same thing. We were mean. We were, there was a.
I don't even know if we were mean. I think we were just idiots.
There's one sorority.
I think that's the word here, because I don't think anyone felt like they were being mean. We were just being idiots.
Well, yeah, okay, stupid, dumbass. I'm only saying it mean now because, yes, I'm thinking of it in modern context. I agree with you.
Now that I got
back at the time, I wouldn't have thought it was mean. I just thought if somebody would have busted my balls at the time, I'm like, oh, you're right, I'm being a bullet head or a dumbass or something.
You thought you were being clever or
stupid,
funny,
right,
but now that we have the luxury of time, I just now know that I was just we were just being idiots.
The same sorority used to win the intramural football championship every year because we had girls flag football, and this same sorority used to win, and they won because they were bigger and stronger and more powerful than everybody else.
Right.
And we had a little nickname. They were Gamma Phi something, and it turned into this.
Well, that's the problem is them playing football, not cheerleading. Okay, that's the problem. The fact that you let them play football at your school, you know what I mean? How are they going to grow up? They're going to grow up to think that they don't have to cook dinner after their husband plays golf. They're going to grow up with that mindset.
I knew you were going down this road. I knew it was going.
They're not going to go with the mindset to have dinner, drop a baby on the floor, and clean up.
That's right, exactly. Right, and then go outside and work the garden.
There's nothing wrong with that. And chop some wood.
Sew some clothes.
Big gal.
Sew some clothes. Turn some butter. Let's go. Right. Snap, snap. We got dogs to birth.
Well, did you see the? I don't know what she did in West Virginia. Council, whatever.
Oh, I saw this one.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's a small county in West Virginia, and the lady.
Oh, we got that.
You got that one. You got that one.
Boy, do we!
I brought it up.
It's on my prep.
No, we got it. Let me find it. Yeah, Paul.
I'm not racist. How can you not think
no kidding.
How
I know.
Can you not think that's not racist?
There's no way you're going to.
How are you going to get out of that one?
No way.
Let me find the whole story
How
for you.
the fuck can you think? I'm just saying this up front. How do you think that that's not racist?
I know. That's why it disappeared very quickly.
I mean,
what do you mean it disappeared?
They took it down. It got up.
We got the story.
But she's dealing with the backlash.
Yeah, they're going to get.
And she's suing some people now.
It's two ladies.
Yeah, one of them is suing.
One's the mayor. That made fun of her. That are yelling back at her. Yes, okay.
That are cute.
Let me make sure we do the LeBron story too. Look at all
that's ridiculous.
Paul,
too.
you like working for the show, right?
Of course.
And I treat you right?
And do what you're supposed to fucking do.
All right.
I can say
is
that.
Is this it? Oh, no. All right. Here we go. West Virginia mayor slammed nonprofit boss fired after saying, wow, Michelle Obama is ape in heels.
Yep.
That's how the headline is. It should be is ape in heels. A West Virginia mayor was criticized and her businesswoman friend fired after calling First Lady Michelle Obama an ape in heels. It will be so refreshing to have a classy, beautiful, dignified First Lady back in the White House, wrote Pamela Ramsey Taylor, the axed director of the government-funded Clay Development Corporation. Okay, I'm tired of seeing an ape in heels. Wow.
Yeah, show your ignorance with your ignorance. Combine it.
God,
It's a good combo platter of ignorance right there.
The Facebook post has since been deleted. Screenshots of the remarks were shared thousands of times by social media users condemning the racist message. One person not outraged, however, was Beverly Whaling, the mayor of Clay.
Look, that's what she wrote.
I know.
She answered her.
Here's the quote. Just made my day, Pam.
For calling the First Lady an ape in heels. Way to go.
I know.
Just made my day, Pam.
I know. And not with a new crock pot recipe or a craft for the kids. No.
You can babysit?
That's usually what just my day. Right. That's what moms mean by just made my day.
Oh, you got tickets to the water park?
Oh, boy.
You made my day. The kids are going to love it.
Way to go.
The mayor, once again, said, and I quote, just made my day, Pam. Wow.
Oh, God.
I know.
Are people so fucking stupid?
Yes, we know that.
Yes,
Don't question that anymore. Of course, there are a lot of stupid people.
But one of them's trying to sue people for coming back at her.
The First Lady, the original lady who made the comments is actually trying to have the audacity to say that she's been, ridiculed and mocked and shamed.
Can you imagine being
her
fucking
world.
judges dealing with this kind of fucking
that'd
insanity?
Be tricky. Yeah, really.
And you're sitting there going, "Are you kidding me? You're wasting my fucking time. You called the First Lady an ape in heels, and you're suing people for criticizing you."
Right.
Really?
Oh, I know. At Toledo, Ohio, at the Funny Bone in 2010, a man called called Obama a coon in the middle of my show in front of 300 people. And when I threw him out, guess who was in the office about to get fired? I had to defend myself. The club was going to fire me for throwing the racist out of my show, for calling the President of the United States a coon in front of 300 people. They were going to fire you? Yes. They're like, you're volatile now. We don't know if we can contain you the rest of the week.
What do you mean?
We don't know what's going to happen here. You're like a crazy person. I'm
what club?
The Funny Bone in Toledo, Perrysburg, Toledo, Ohio.
Is it still open?
Oh, yeah, it's still open. Don't ever go there ever. It's a pile of shit.
I'll do it. I wouldn't do it.
Allegedly.
You know, hey, I was so goddamn mad, I wanted to choke them.
I believe you. I just got...
Why would they throw you out for throwing somebody else? I mean, why would they fire you?
Because the man I threw out was one of their regular groups, and they were having their Christmas party, and 15 people had to get up and leave the club, and they were just mad that they thought I was going to lose my... All I kept saying over and over, just screaming it louder each time, he called the president a coon. And then they talked for a few minutes, and I'd go, I just screamed at him for 2 hours, and I'm like, fire me if you want, don't fire me if you want. I told him to call the owners of the Funny Bone chain. I'm like, call that guy. He's a Jewish man. Call him and ask him if I'm racist or crazy or anything.
I worked a club once.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I was working a club.
I'm on your side, Vic.
Well,
I got nervous for a second, but trust me.
No,
fuck
everybody
that guy.
was. It happened within the first 5 minutes, and I was going so angry at him that I stopped myself because I thought it was going to be one of those where I was going to look at 300 people and go, okay, I'm screaming at this idiot so much and telling him that he, blah, blah, blah. I asked him if he had kids, and he said yes, and I said good, because that way when you die in a car wreck on the way home, your children will at least have a chance for the rest of their lives, because they will not be raised by a racist, because that shit is taught.
Right.
And so I'm in it with all of them back and forth, and then I look at the crowd, I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. I look like a psycho here, don't I? And I gave them all, I go, clap if I look like a nut job. Nobody clapped at all. I go, clap if I should keep throwing this fucker out. 300 people clap. I went, oh, okay. So I reeled it back in, threw his ass out, went ahead and did 45 minutes, crushed. Had no problem. You would have never known it happened. Did another show that night. It was a Friday night, and thought everything was fine, and then woke up Saturday at lunch going, get over here. We need to talk to you.
So this guy obviously was some kind of heavy hitter.
He owned some little business.
He's probably a heavy hitter in the town, or does a lot of business at that club. So so the guy put his blinders on and said, well, I got to stick up for this guy, because after Vic is gone, this guy will continue bringing in the people.
I don't want anybody like that in my club.
Of course. It's complete bullshit.
Let me tell you 2 stories real quick. One story.
How about one?
Comedy.
How about one?
2. No, he'll like it. I was working one club, and it was take a private. It was a dentist in the audience, and he had all his employees. He was throwing his party, and I smashed him. I smashed him.
Okay.
Like I was supposed to.
Which you're awesome at, and people hire you to do that.
Yes. So I get a call a week later from the club, and this was, I think, out by Harrisburg. And I was, making $600 a weekend then or whatever.
Sure.
They said, the dentist wants you to come to his office and apologize. I said, for $700 I will. I'll come down for $700.
Nice.
So then, I said, I'm not going to fucking apologize.
Right.
And then I was working one club, and there was somebody, I don't want to say, there was somebody in the audience just nonstop. I go, look, leave. I'll pay for your drinks. I'll pay. You don't like me. It's okay.
Got it.
You don't like. Everybody's like, I'm going to pay for your drinks, pay for your mission. Get the fuck out.
Get out of here, right?
The owner gets on the loudspeaker. I'll leave him. Let him stay. Right? Then after the show, the owner gave them free tickets to come back.
Yeah. Wow.
They did nothing but disrupt the show for everybody else.
I know.
They were sitting in the second row and was trying, and they're just giving me this fucking death stare, and everybody's having a good time, and I'm sitting here going, get the fuck out. Look, if I don't like a movie, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I don't understand that part.
I'm fucking leaving. It's not going to get any. I'm not going to get any better. This is it.
How did that make you feel?
I was furious because certain clubs, they don't give all they care about is drinks and tickets.
You just want to feel backed up at your job, no matter what your job is in America. I would guess.
Guy.
You know what? I back Rich up.
No, you're going to hurt your back.
We're going to sandwich hug him. Hug him. I'll come at him later on.
I worked.
Who wants to give Rich a hug?
I worked in I worked in somewhere in Detroit or something. And I did 1,000 people that weekend.
Here, I want to hug.
Oh, now he's
okay. He feels much better now. She feels much better now.
I'm hugging Gal.
All right. Huh? Too good. There you go. Wow.
Can you tell everybody to come in and blow Rich?
Say it now.
Now you're okay.
Rich,
there goes the hug bit. That's over.
So I was working a club, and there probably
was story number 2.
This is 3. No, because Vic understands. We're letting you into our world a little. What we have to deal with.
Right.
You have to. We listen to you. You deal with a lot of shit. We listen to your dumb fucking hallway office story for 2 hours. So maybe you can listen to a couple fucking comedy club stories. Okay, fucking Shelby self-centered.
All right, slow down. You're feeling good. I understand you're feeling good, but reel it in a little bit.
I'm doing a club. I don't want to say the name, but it's not Riddles.
You, Vic.
It's
right?
with a Lee.
Mark Ridley. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Comedy Castle.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't want to.
In Detroit.
Yeah.
No, I can't believe if you had something bad happen to you there, it's not him because he's ace high. But go ahead.
He's a what?
He's ace high. That's a good gig. That's a sweet gig.
I thought so, but I had like a table of Middle Easterns leave.
Okay.
And they brought me. He goes, "You got to tone it down." I go, "There's 1,000 people this weekend that liked me."
Yeah.
One day, and they never brought me back.
I can't. Well, I mean, he might have. Every club owner is capable of being medley. I know that for whatever reason.
That's just bullshit.
But it's usually when Lenny Marcus is still living at the brokerage because the lady ruined his whole show, and then the booker for the club, Linda Rowe, happened to be in the audience. So the owner of the club is there yelling at him to apologize to the woman. She's telling him, "You're going to lose your city gigs and any gigs for me, and never coming back here." And he did nothing wrong at all, and then so he just burned the whole thing down all the way. He cussed everybody out. So he had the everybody. It usually starts with a drunken woman. Yeah. Voss will agree. It's usually drunk women hecklers are the worst in the world.
Right.
And then if you go to the C word with them, then the audience will back them up, or you can go here and there. They'll just think you're being too cruel throwing the drunks out. And sometimes if they're shitty club owners or shitty bookers, they'll come over there and want you to kowtow and say you're sorry.
Well, you know what?
Wait, they'll make you say sorry.
They can try
to the person that disrupted the show.
Exactly, absolutely.
No, I understand they could try. I get that.
Yeah, you don't have to do it, but they will say you will never come here again, and they've already
mortified.
They just make you hold your balls in your mouth there and say you're sorry if you want to continue working that club.
This is what happened. 2 things. The club owner came up to me and said, "Why'd you keep engaging the drunk?" I go, "Why'd you keep serving them?" That set him up. So,
see,
no. So I was at the Brigada, which is a great club.
Yes, great room.
Great room. So 2 African American ladies thought they were in a movie. So they're having a good time, but they're loud, disrupting everybody around. So they came to throw. I didn't know what the ladies did before or after. They came to throw them out, and I don't like somebody getting thrown out unless what I like to do is send them to the back of the room, and then you throw them out. I go, look, I'm going to give one more. Okay, you fucked up your chance. Now you sit in the back of the room. So it's easier to throw them out from the back. It doesn't disrupt the hotel.
Sure.
Right. So I didn't know the security or ushers went over to talk to him. I said, "Hey, give him another chance." But I didn't know that they were already fucking assholes before that.
Okay.
So they blew that chance.
Yeah, they let him stay.
And now they came and threw him out. So I had to say, well, now we have to throw out 2 white people just to make it, just so. But after the show,
well, you're trying to do right. You're trying to get in that situation. Here's a joke. Here's a joke. Boom. You're trying to get the crowd back. Right.
Get the crowd back. So after the show, the security came up to us and go, "Look, why did you give?" I didn't know before that they were disruptive and drunk.
Sure.
So there's 600 people there. How do you know what's going on?
Yeah. Communication.
The last thing you want to do is throw people out because it makes it unless. You know what I mean?
It doesn't happen. I've been doing this 31 years. I guarantee you, in 31 years. So I don't know how many shows that would be. 100,000, 10 people. I've never thrown. It's not more than 10 times where I've had to throw somebody out. It never happens.
We got to take a break now. We got Vic Henley and Rich Voss. Vic's in town.
I'm at Gotham Comedy on Thursday night and the Comic Strip Live all weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then Thanksgiving next week. I will be nowhere.
Nice.
Cool. This weekend I'm in Rochester at the Comedy Club. Thursday through Saturday. Next weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, I'm at the Comedy Connection in Rhode Island. You can still get my CD 5 on iTunes. I promise you'll like any of my CDs.
Yeah, it's terrific.
And I don't lisp in my CDs somehow. I don't.
Special
There's
edit.
no lisp.
We still got lots to do. We got the teacher story.
This is flying today.
Yes, it is.
It's because of Vic.
We got another teacher in trouble. I think that teacher should be in trouble, all right? No? Of course.
That's a good tease.
We'll explain. Bye. We'll be. What's up, Rich?
I was talking to my buddy John Fugelsang in the lobby.
Nice.
You know John?
I don't know John, but I was reading, I believe, again today. I don't get on the Twitter and read a lot. But
on the
Twitter, I don't get on the twatter and read a lot. But he was talking to Robbie Robertson. I thought that was going to be on the show.
Really?
He had him scheduled. So there's a guest that we know is at least in the building.
Right.
From somebody, right? We couldn't get Robbie Robertson? E-Rock's in there just scrambling.
I don't want.
He's invisible, pushing buttons.
I'm talking for the people out there.
That's for sure.
I'm talking to people out there that don't know who Robbie Robertson is. So you can tell them who he is.
He's a founder of the band. Well, I don't know if he's the founder, but he's a fabulous rock and roll icon legend. And there's his book that he's got out, and that's probably why he's on Fugelsang.
And what band did he play with?
The band. The band.
I know. I didn't know who he was.
The band. The band. Okay. Robbie Robertson, Rick Danko.
I saw the Bob Dylan.
Richard
at the Garden in 74, 75. It was Bob Dylan played and the band played.
Sure.
I don't remember who headlined though. It had to be Dylan.
It had to be.
Yeah,
Dylan.
yeah, sure.
74. It's got to be.
It's got to be Dylan.
That's not even a question.
Yeah.
You've never seen The Last Waltz, Rich Voss, one of the greatest rock and roll documentaries of all time. Scorsese directed it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
It's pretty damn amazing.
It's a good one.
All right, listen, we got a.
I was
a
watching
story.
it up on Cripple Creek.
We got one more Trump story for today out of Florida. This is a news clip, so let's watch this really fast.
Hey, good evening. I'm Stacey Scheibel.
I'm Keith Kate. Thank you for joining us tonight. An incident involving a Pasco County teacher is under investigation tonight. A student claims the teacher made a comment about calling Donald Trump to get them sent back to Africa. Jamel Lene joining us now live in Pasco County, where that teacher met with school officials. And I have to ask you, Jamel, is this teacher thinking he was being clever, making a joke? I mean, what was this all about?
Well, good evening, Keith, Stacy. Well, this parent tells me that he actually spoke to the teacher directly, the teacher that's accused of saying this, John Sosa. And the teacher said that it was an off-the-wall comment and it wasn't meant to be racial. But the parent says he doesn't feel that this is a joking matter.
Wesley Chapel High School teacher John Sosa is on administrative leave. He's accused of making a racist comment towards several black students Wednesday.
As soon as the school was made aware of the allegations against Mr. Sosa, they called him in and had him leave campus, told him to stay home.
Donnie Jones Jr. would not go on camera, but wrote on Facebook that Sosa approached his daughter and several other students in the hallway and asked what they were up to. The student then claims Sosa said, quote, "Don't make me call Donald Trump to get you sent back to Africa."
The school district is very troubled if one of our employees did say what he is accused of saying. We can't stand for that. We expect civility.
Jones says he spoke with Sosa directly about the incident and was told, quote, "It was just an off-the-wall comment and wasn't meant to be racist." He said it was a bunch of male and female students in the hallway and he was talking to everyone. Parents picking up students from school today can't believe it.
This is the reason why a lot of these things that were going on during the debate have to be addressed and kind of like, put at ease and put in perspective, because people now just can't come out and just make comments like that. It's just not right.
I can't believe that he can get a hold of Trump.
The teacher. What do you think? I mean, it's
what if he's
idiotic behavior?
What if it's what if it's a Trump joke? What if he's busting Trump's because Trump said he's sending everybody doesn't belong here back?
Sure.
Then this is a guy going, y'all better calm down, y'all are next.
Right.
He's commenting on Trump. He's not saying blah blah blah.
I wasn't in the hallway, but I feel that I think you're being pretty.
He's commenting on
what was going on.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but you can't take these chances. And is he the cool teacher just trying to be like cool?
Hey, when all on stage in the past 6 months leading up to all this, I have done the cheap joke. I've looked at many a black person in the crowd and went, "I don't know why y'all are smiling. Y'all are next."
Right.
I've said that totally to them in terms of if all this continues. Well, in a comedy club and everybody, and in a comedy club in New York, where we get away with golden deliciousness that nobody else does.
You think you get away in New York with more?
I get away hands down 90 million times more. It's not even close. You walk outside this city, that's when it gets weird.
No, in New York, I think it gets weirder.
No,
it depends what club.
We can say anything anytime we want here, and the crowd might look around like it's weird.
It depends what club.
It's rare that I hear about a comic actually getting in trouble.
You don't get in trouble
at a comedy club.
No, you're not here.
Can you play the rest of that story before we continue with this?
Yep, they're out.
Well, what do they go back to the anchors? What do they do? I'm always.
Now, the parent told me that he does feel that the teacher is sorry. We did try to reach out to Sosa, but we have yet to hear back about a comment. And again, he did have to meet with school officials today just to discuss the matter. The district tells us that there are discrepancies in the stories, and it is an ongoing investigation.
This reporter, who's black, for the story, she's black. She is disgusted. She is so pissed off as she tries to report this
she's
thing.
hot.
What do you?
You think you're reading a little? She's not. She's letting her personal view.
Oh, absolutely.
It's invading in her journalism skills right here. You're saying, yeah. She's got the puss on her face, as the late great Kevin Meaney would say.
I mean, it's hard to tell. I don't think the teacher was going for something racist. I think he was going for something silly and stupid and jokey, and it failed miserably.
Then we gave him his defense. Then he goes in there and says, "You guys know what the climate has been around this guy taking office? I was just commenting on the political climate in the world. Like, hey, calm down there, rambunctious teenagers, because the president finds out he might ship her ass back."
But that's the difference. But he said, well, hold on. The difference is he said, "I'm going to call the president."
Right.
That's the difference. The joke is, you got to be careful with this president nowadays.
I see. Okay, nice.
But him saying, "I'm going to call the president," is saying, "I'm going to get you sent back to Africa."
I got you. Okay,
but you can't. The other side of this, you can't, as a teacher, to say to black students,
"I'm sending you back." You can't have that in no way, shape, or form.
So you got to be, he's got. If he was going for something silly and
what if it was a field trip?
Right.
What if it was a?
You gotta know that's going to get you in trouble.
But I didn't notice
that's going to get you in trouble.
I didn't notice her face until
Please go back.
Until you
go back like
that's
10
the first
seconds.
thing I saw was how.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was
Look how
not
pissed off she is. She is livid.
Yes.
Now, the parent
No, he didn't.
Right. Oh, she wants to get a few things off her chest. You see it now, right?
I do. Yeah,
totally. Play. Look at her. Look at her face. She's trying to hold it back.
The lips were so pursed.
She basically
before
wants
she
to say
spoke.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, we did try to reach out to Sosa, but we have yet to hear back about a comment. And again, he did have to meet with school officials today just to discuss the matter. The district tells us that there are discrepancies in the stories, and it is an ongoing investigation.
All right. Thank you. Whatever.
Jamel. But who thinks they're going to get away with anything?
It's just stupid to take that chance. I mean, maybe.
Do you remember the guy a couple of years ago? He got for saying he was doing he said he did he was ushering them in the bell had rung, so they're all supposed to be going in the classroom, and one kid was lingering, and he went, "Get in the classroom, nigga." And
wow.
he did the old NIGGA thing or AA.
Was he white or black?
And he was white, and I'm not sure. I don't know I don't even know if the student was might have also been white, but might have been a black student.
Right.
There's the story right there. But he was just trying to go hip hop on them and try to speak their lingo and hey, the tardy bell rang, get on in the classroom there, my black friend.
Yeah.
Well, these teachers are with the kids every day, and then they start feeling like they could get away with a little more, and not in a fuck you way, but more in like, hey, we're
and he thought he was doing the hip hop. He wasn't leaning on the R.
Right.
It wasn't the NIGGER where you can actually hear the hate in the
Do you remember the cool teachers when you were growing up, and and sometimes they would say stuff, and you'd be like,
oh my God, I can't believe Mr. Johnson just said that. Right. Yeah.
I remember when one
you
of my
didn't think like, oh my God, I got to run home and tell my mom what just was said in the class.
I remember when one of my teachers, he was really cool, because I remember when he said to me, "Hey, Kike, your people run the banking industry. Okay, they just foreclosed on my house," and I'm going, "Oh man, this guy is off the hook."
Right. No, I know.
Off the hook.
Same thing. My 7th grade math teacher said, "Hey, cousin fucker Peckerwood."
But I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, you're going to get in trouble by saying, I'm going to try to get you
sit back. I'm with Rich. I didn't notice the eye. I'm going to call apart.
It's kind of rough.
I remember my gym teacher said too much teeth.
But let's say hi to David in Philly. David.
Hey, Opie. Hey, Rich.
What's up?
Doing?
What's up? What do you got?
Vic is here, too.
It's okay.
Hey, Vic.
I don't really want to be a part of this.
I just wanted to... this is a perfect example of why Trump was elected. I mean, this is the type of political correct bullshit and this sort of Gestapo-type policing that, we're just sick of. And this is a clear example. I mean, this is such a non-racist comment. I mean, if you said it to, let's say, a Mexican student, people would get the reference and they wouldn't be really offended. So saying it to an African American going back to Africa, the same thing as saying to a Jewish student that Trump's going to deport you to Israel. I mean,
but see, the people from Israel weren't brought over here against their will. People from Africa were. Okay, so
what does that have to do with anything in terms of deportation?
Well, because they're sending you back to a country that we dragged you here from.
Well, that's a continent, first of all.
And then also, too, when he said, I'm going to call Trump, if he said Trump will send you back, then maybe it could have been, he's threatening that I'm going to call and you're going back. So he's putting himself in the same type of category as Trump. You see what I'm saying?
I feel like he was just being whatever.
Rich?
I don't think he was being racist. But,
I'm not.
But you are going to get in trouble for that every single time, no matter who the president is.
I hate political correctness. You know that from my history. It's just that when you're dealing with kids, if certain teachers said something to my kid that I thought was fucking, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if I would bring it to the news, but I would talk to that teacher.
Oh, of course, right.
That's what I would do. I never want somebody to lose their fucking job.
No, but I think the dude on the phone is trying to say one of the reasons Trump did win is it's a lot of backlash on too much tight-ass PC.
You're right.
Sure,
You're right. The First Amendment is...
Sure, the PC thing has been pushed back a little bit.
That's why I loved it. I hate to revert back, but way back before Halloween 3 weeks ago, and I said, everybody send me all the pictures of the most meanest, inappropriate Halloween costumes.
Right.
And people did, and I'm like, thank you to everyone for restoring my faith.
Right.
There's still plenty of irreverence and awful, what would be called awfulness. Out there. Exactly, especially on Halloween.
Bonnie was at
one last comment before I punch out. But this is the type of thing that should be internalized. It's not something that should be brought to the media.
Yes.
And the media shouldn't.
That's what Rich was saying.
I just said that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Great show, guys. I love you all. Have a good one.
All right, thanks. There's a guy, his daughter goes to that actual high school in Florida.
Wesley Chapel in Pasco County.
Is this true, Phil?
Yes, it is.
Phil Connors?
Not quite, but thanks. I never thought I'd get on past
It's actually Ned Ryerson.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say about me? What'd you say?
It's actually Ned Ryerson, right? Not Phil right? Okay.
Am I stuttering? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I don't stutter, you fucking idiot.
What happened?
He said, I didn't think I'd get on past...
We're having fun with Groundhog Day.
No, past my stuttering, he said. Well, I don't stutter, you cunt.
Wow.
Did I stutter on that word, cunt? Huh? Hey, what? Listen again. Cunt. Huh? There's no stutter there, you fucking zero.
That was the clearest thing you said tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was the clearest thing. Really? You're going to go after that? I guarantee. What have you added to society, you fuck? Come on, what have you done for the world? Tell us one thing you've done for the world.
Not a thing. Not one thing.
There was a little bit of a stutter there, I think I heard, sir.
Yeah.
I heard for the world.
I didn't stutter, he stuttered.
No, he did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right.
There's a lot of stuttering back and forth now. So, Phil, I guess your daughter doesn't go to that high school, huh?
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
she
does.
To that school.
Okay.
Yeah. And
she doesn't want anybody sent back. Oh, go ahead. I'm mad at him.
The teacher that was there, he's the golf coach, which is probably the first problem because everybody's going to make it racist. But the second thing is that, she's got Mexican heritage, but she's from Oklahoma. And the day that Trump got elected, first day into school on the bus, the kid said, well, when are you getting deported back? So those kind of things are what's setting the PC police into high gear.
Right.
Oh, so kids teasing each other about the climate. Now, what would be jokes on the bus? Now somebody's getting their feelings hurt, or it's extra mean or sassy or something.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, where are they getting it from, though? It's not like they're not getting it from at home. They're not getting it from the news media. That's where it's coming from. And it's just trickling down from what's happening at home. It trickles down to your kids. Then they take it to school and attack other kids with it.
I got you. All right.
So your kid is part Mexican?
Yes.
So this must be pretty good high school if you got a golf team.
Yeah.
A lot of high schools can't afford the golf team.
God,
is what I'm saying.
That's a hoity-toity school.
Because you're saying his kid does the maintenance on the course?
No.
Is that what you just said? Because he's Mexican?
No. He's laughing. He's actually giggling.
All right, he's laughing.
He's actually giggling.
No, I didn't know.
Good.
Now,
We're getting somewhere today. He's laughing.
Hey, listen to me. Who's Mexican, you or your wife?
She's adopted.
There you go. All right.
Oh, that's nice.
You're going to make fun of that?
No, I just said that's nice.
All right.
That's nice. I got a rescue dog. Huh?
if you want to make fun of something, I'm Puerto Rican, so maybe I could pretend to be angry, I guess.
No, you're Puerto Rican, and you're living in Boricua. No, I love Puerto. Jesus was Puerto Rican. Yeah, because I read in the Bible it said Jesus would come back like a thief in the night. That's one of my oldest.
I know it is. I was trying to think which one's that one from. I was actually trying to think of
25 years ago.
I was trying to think of which one from that was. All
right, Phil, we got to let you go. Thank you, buddy.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Because I'm Puerto Rican. If you guys want to make fun of that,
he's all right.
That's it.
He can take a few jokes.
That's good America. That's good. That's everybody that just has that is good America.
I think the teacher should have known that that's going to get him in trouble. But the little I know, I feel like like he wasn't trying to be racist. I think he was trying to be funny and kind of.
I wouldn't go public.
Fit in with what's going on out there in society.
I yelled at my wife.
Yes.
Well, we're talking about teachers, and this is a story. Yeah, last year, you know how you go in for a conference with you, and my wife got mad because I said to my teacher, you know. To her teacher, my daughter, I go, you know, my daughter's in the school play, you know, she has no lines, you know, why is she not like lead or co-star? Why is she like a fucking tree? And my wife got mad that I brought up that my daughter should be the lead in the school play. No, I don't want my daughter.
No, but why would Bonnie be busting your balls about that? What's because you're is she talented? Your daughter's funny.
Yeah, and I mean. I don't want my daughter being some outcast while some other kid, you know, her parents are fucking entertainers. You know, how does that make us look when my daughter...
I see, that's,
But maybe your daughter wanted to be a tree this time.
Well, she's not at 8 at the time. If the teacher says you're a tree, she's not going to argue. She's 8 years old.
Who beat her out for shrub?
Hydrangea number 3.
I don't know.
The non-speaking hydrangea role.
I'm on your wife's side on that.
What? I shouldn't have brought it up.
That's tough because every parent thinks their kid is the greatest and should be the lead in this or the star quarterback, and it causes just problems.
I'm with him on this one because it's such a benign, easy little thing. That's the proud daddy. That's not going in there and grabbing the teacher.
Were you mad?
No, he's not mad. He's just busting balls. He's being Rich Paul.
Were you busting balls or were you serious?
A little bit. I'm sitting.
But did she try out or wanted more from this?
They get appointed. They don't try out when you're that young. High school, you try out.
I get
He's just doing the proud daddy thing. Going, you're really doing Snow White, and she's not Snow White. Right. Come on, we know. And I mean, that's easy. That's proud.
Every parent thinks their daughter should be Snow White, though, and that's the nightmare they have to deal with.
And I don't even call her Snow White. I call her Snow Supremium Race.
Let's go to Jason in Oklahoma. Jason, very nice.
Hey,
Jason.
fellas.
Hey.
Really enjoyed the show, Opie, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, here's my problem, okay? I'm tired of being called a racist and a sexist and a homophobe.
Then take the Confederate flag off your car.
2 in a row.
No, but I mean, it's bullshit. It's like, here are these people that are all about inclusion, yet, they're so quick to bandy about names that just aren't fucking true, man. I'm not a racist. I'm not any of those nasty fucking words they call me. They can all suck my dick because it's just bullshit.
Let me ask you this, Jason, because you made your point.
I think he's saying
I want to ask you this question because I actually agree with you because right now, if you voted for Trump, you're considered a sexist and a racist. Period.
And the people.
Why did you vote for Trump, Jason?
He likes flannels.
Couple reasons. Washington's been logjammed for so long because every politician is in the pocket of these big companies that are pulling their fucking strings. Additionally, Hillary Clinton's such a flawed candidate, all right? She came into the nomination, under FBI scrutiny, not because of anything the Republicans did. The Clinton Foundation was under investigation because of banking irregularities. The banking industry was reporting that to the FBI, yet fucking, Loretta Lynch just was pushing that shit under the cover because she got her start with the Department of Justice when Hillary's husband, Bill Clinton, appointed her to the New York office of the Department of Justice. She was flawed, and she lied. I don't want to lie her for a president. She said, "Oh no, I didn't do classified documents." Comey's like, "Well, yeah, you did." And then they broke up all their fucking shit. I'm a registered Democrat to boot, all right? And I'm still voting outside the party lines because they ran such a bullshit fucking candidate and then sandbagged the one guy whose peers had driven snow, Bernie Sanders. Yeah, he had fucked up ideas, but, you know, the whole thing about it was is you go back 30 years to when he was just a mayor up in New England, and, you know, he's saying the same thing. He's always said the same thing.
Right.
So, yeah, that's why I voted for him.
Well,
I feel like, you know, it's going to take someone who doesn't have the chains of big money around their neck, dragging them this way and that to make real changes in our government. And even if he just is partially effective and it gets things going in the right direction, that's a good thing. I mean, wouldn't you fellas agree?
I agree. You say both your reasons are fine by me. Bust the log jam, and I question her integrity, and whatever. So I don't think you can bust the log jam. I think the log jam is a 5-story log cabin that's built in D.C. that will never be broken down.
Of course. Listen, I'm not saying I'm pro or anti any of them, but you don't question his integrity.
So no more than I do any other politician.
Yes, they're all.
Yes, no more than I do.
So when you say I question her integrity, I mean
he
him
did.
too.
He did. I'm agreeing with the guy on the phone. Yeah.
No, but he's saying he doesn't question. You don't question Trump's integrity. What's that?
Here's the thing about integrity. In 2012, Donald Trump did an interview with Forbes, and it showed him to be very tolerant to both people of different races and people that were homosexual, okay? This is 4 years ago, before any of this came out. You can look it up. It's online. It's a Forbes interview, all right?
Yes.
The other thing is this, all right? The fucking spin coming out of the major media outlets have got people I know that I thought were smarter than that are just believing fucking whatever the hell CNN or MSDNC says. A Gallup poll last week, all right, came out and said that less than 30% of Americans across the board, not just old farts, but young fuckers too, don't believe the media. And I'm disgusted that the spin is so hard. You have to dig and dig and dig to get the truth. Yeah, I understand there's supposed to be some editorializing, but at least get the fucking facts straight. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why Jon Stewart, the leader of a comedy show on a Comedy Central, became a more reliable source of the news than any of this regular stuff, I think.
Then the established
of course they're going to they're going to slant everything to their political views.
Who would have
just
thought?
like college professors, just like everybody, a CEO of a corporation, they're going to slant everything to their political views.
I just loved it when Jon Stewart always said that.
Yeah,
though. He was the first one to point out that it's, I didn't ask for this, and it's absolutely hilarious to me that all of a sudden now that we are reliable and CNN is not. Comedy Central is reliable.
Right. There you go, Jason. Explain why you voted for Trump.
And
I do feel bad for Trump supporters because they're all being labeled racist and sexist.
I was going to say he opened with it's really funny that the people that we go high, you go low, we go high, and now they're the ones going racist. They're screaming.
Oh, God, yeah.
They're screaming. The people that are supposed to be nice are now turned into the mean ones, yelling the mean things. Like this guy. This guy said he's none of those things and doesn't appreciate being called.
But the other side is also guilty. We said it earlier. There was a sign outside Trump Tower that said rape Melania, and then the news or a lot of people are saying, look, these people all believe this should happen to this woman, and that's not the case. It was one idiot.
We get like 100,000 representatives from each side. We take them out to the Grand Canyon. We put them in the bottom, and we have a massive Gaga game and just clear this whole thing up.
What's a Gaga game?
It's a game. Just look it up.
Wait a minute. Did we talk Gaga?
Now I got to do fucking homework after this?
You should know Gaga if you got a 9-year-old.
No, you should know Gaga. My 9-year-old doesn't speak baby talk anymore.
But would she go see Lady Gaga on tour?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You should know the Gaga game. I didn't, and I do finally. Jason, you good?
So, well, here's the last thing, okay? You have all these people protesting on the Democratic side, okay, and acting like a bunch of little fucking babies. You don't see all these Republicans throwing a fit that they're being called all these fucking horrible things.
Because they won.
I have a ton of friends that are Trump supporters. They're like, I'm none of those things. But they're not out fucking taking days off work and destroying property and that sort of thing. It's just this fucking bullshit. What a bunch of goddamn little babies.
See, now I disagree with you, Jason, because I think if Trump lost, I think some people would have hit the streets, don't you think?
They would have went
Come on,
they would have went fishing.
No,
Come on.
it would have been the absolute same thing.
I disagree with you, Jason, on that point. I truly believe if Trump lost this thing, there would have been some hell to pay on the streets.
And he'd have been, and possibly he may have fanned the fire to get him to do it.
Right.
Maybe.
Hey, Vic.
Yes.
Here's the thing. If Trump didn't fan the fire and say protest, I'm 100% okay with protest. I'm not okay with rioting. But if Trump didn't say protest, he'd be letting down his constituents, okay?
Man.
You have to say, if you don't believe this was right, protest.
Right. Well, then that's what you're.
Protest is what it's about.
Well, then you're taking the backlash of the people that are mad now, don't believe it's right, and they're protesting about it.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that the Trump supporters would have absolutely hit the street.
Oh, yeah, this was going to happen either way.
If Trump wasn't elected.
I don't think like this. I mean, they're marching in every fucking big city.
Well, it's just in the cities.
But here's what I'm thinking.
They're not hitting the small rural
Shouldn't
areas.
they done this before the election?
I can call Birmingham and find out what's going on there. I don't think they're probably not sad.
I think they're a little late.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, all the Democrats were saying, look, they were out there going, this is really fucking close. It's a lot closer than you think. You got to get out there and vote.
Sure.
And it's being told everywhere that the votes were down.
Yeah.
Now it's too late. I wonder how many of those protesters actually voted at the polls.
20% of the black vote was down, I think. I read 20%.
I didn't check any of the numbers. Was there overall more people voting than ever before? How about just start there? Did more people turn out?
Democrats knew from their polling that they needed to get
same amount voted this time as like the previous two presidential elections.
But the Democrats knew they were in trouble. It was a lot closer than they.
I remember all that. Yes,
and they were like, Obama was screaming it like, you guys got to get out there and vote. So,
what's the highest percentage it's ever been? Have we ever come close to 50% turnout?
100%.
Oh my God, I don't know.
I don't think we've ever come. The divorce rate's higher than the voter rate.
It was my guess. What percentage of the people actually voted?
Oh God, yeah. There's the real. You're exactly right, Rich Boss. There's the real indicator of what America will get behind. Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. More people
American
vote for
Idol.
that shit, right?
Yeah, American Idol.
But is that true? I've heard that over the years that more people will vote for like American Idol when that was around, and Dancing with the Stars and an actual presidential election.
The reason is they don't have to leave their house, and
well, they made it easy with
and also too.
Right.
Also, too, you could vote at 15 and 16 for American Idol.
Yeah, the little kids.
You can't vote for
certainly. Right.
So, of course.
All right, Jason. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, love the show, guys.
I'm the voice of fucking reason today.
Call back another time.
I can't believe the intelligence I brought here today. I mean, yes, Vic,
you've like 7 or 8 good ones. Yes, really.
I'm on top of my game.
Did you read the show prep? Did they send you the show prep?
No,
have you actually done some homework?
I don't prep on anything. I haven't prepped.
He's in here about to have an aneurysm.
Right. The only prep I take is so I don't get HIV.
Yeah,
okay,
that's good. Great.
No, there's just a drug called prep.
I know. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's some kind of thing. It helps you not get HIV. I read it on some of my sites.
All right.
We got which one you want? Dean in Canada, I got my balls busted for being PC.
No, we don't want Canada. We don't care what they got to say.
I love Canada.
Jessica
Leonard Cohen died. Leonard Cohen died. Shout out to one of the greatest people on the planet Earth ever. Leonard Cohen died.
Was he from Canada?
Yes, he is. He might be the greatest Canadian thing ever, period. Well, in terms of, he's one of my favorite. He's amazing. Leonard Cohen.
You like Leonard Cohen?
I love Leonard Cohen.
Sam Morrell was in here praising the new album.
Everybody knows.
Well, that one, everyone
Any
knows.
of them. Everybody knows. Democracy is coming to the USA.
Didn't he write Hallelujah?
He wrote Hallelujah.
Yes.
But,
one of my
The Tower of Song. I asked Hank Williams, "Are you lonesome yet?" And Hank Williams said he couldn't hear me. Something I don't know. The Tower of Song, Leonard Cohen. But he died, and then Leon Russell died yesterday.
Yes, Leon Russell.
So I was too sad.
I didn't really know Leon Russell.
Tightrope is amazing. I'm up on the tightrope.
He did Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Yeah, he was at his day. He was in the concert for Bangladesh with George Harrison. I mean, he was a musician's musician. He was. Everybody loved this guy. But Tightrope. I'm up on the tightrope. One side's hate and one's hope.
Sam Morrell turned me on to the latest Leonard Cohen. I was listening to You Want It Darker.
I have the live from London, and listen to this. Oh, yeah, we lost it.
Up on the tight wire.
Well, okay, of course. I know the song.
One's the Ice is Fire, right?
Was that his biggest song, commercially?
I think he wrote Jumpin' Jack Flash.
He wrote Lady Blue. He wrote, oh, God.
I know
Tyro.
What did he do at Bangladesh?
He was in the band. He covered the old 50 song by the Coasters, I think. I saw you
I had the album at home, Bangladesh.
I mean, I do too.
It came with the fucking the magazine.
Okay, I thought you were going to say it came with some samosas.
Oh no,
I thought you were going to take
it came
an
with
Indian
a hungry
food.
kid in my house.
I knew. That's what I thought you were.
No,
going.
it came with a 16-page or something.
Yeah, the book, the whole thing. No, it's outstanding. It was a legendary.
My sister was at that concert.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
My sister went. She's older than me.
That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. But
it was
that's
at
a
the
hell of a
Garden.
thing.
It was at the Garden.
Yeah.
You want to hear You Want It Darker by Leonard Cohen?
Oh, yeah, I know this. I totally know this. Live in London. There's a DVD of the concert live in London. Everybody should watch that. It's amazing.
For Leonard Cohen.
Did he write
Leonard
this for
Cohen.
the Stones, or did he take it from them? Did he?
It sounds like Jumping Jack Flash, doesn't
No,
it?
did Leon Russell?
There's no way Leon Russell wrote Jumping
No, he didn't write.
Jack
No,
Flash.
Mick and Keith wrote everything pretty much.
There's no way.
But Leon Russell wrote a lot of songs for people.
He did. He really.
Yeah.
No, he's right about that.
Yes,
But
he
there's
wrote a
no
lot.
way he wrote Jumping Jack Flash for the Rolling Stones.
Well, do you think Bruce Springsteen wrote Jersey Girl?
No, that's Tom Waits.
Yes.
But everybody covered on We're Alone Now and I'm Singing This Song for You. That's Leon Russell. Like 100 people covered that. Rainbow in Your Eyes that he sang with his black blind wife, Leon and Mary Russell, from the Wedding album. And you got the redneck guy married a black blind woman, and they had a hit called Rainbow in Your Eyes. That's a pretty good. I played that yesterday when I found out he died. And Roll Away the Stone is a great one. That's about of course, Jesus and the crucifixion. And
how do you know this shit?
It's not, but it might be. I hope it is.
I was racking my brain to name one Leon Russell song when I found out he died, and I couldn't do it.
I've got four. I have Lady Blue, Rainbow in Your Eyes, Song for You, and Tightrope in my iPod. I have those four. So
there you go.
But Leonard Cohen, man, I'm telling you, Leonard Cohen is the Canadian Dylan. A lot of people thought he a poet. He was always changing the genre. Very strange. So smart. He went to McGill.
Wait, did he write a bunch of
he wrote
soundtracks for movies?
I don't think so. No. He was a singer, songwriter, poet.
Listen to this for a second. Yeah. This is Leonard Cohen. You Want It Darker?
I want to hear Hallelujah.
Sam Morrell turned me on to this song. I played it 10 times this
I was
past
here that
weekend.
day. It was good.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
We should be in a
wow.
We should be in a village club with smoke.
Yeah.
This guy wrote that at 82 years old. He wrote this right before he died, pretty much.
Oh, man.
That's pretty amazing.
In the Live from London concert, anytime he stops and talks to the audience, the shit that he says, he rolls through a list of antidepressants. He names every one of them.
Really?
He goes, I've been on, Mutrid. I don't know enough of them. He starts out with Paxil. He names all these things, and then then he pauses and goes, and still cheerfulness crept in.
Still cheerful.
There's something. He has a song composed. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's one of his lyrics. And I'm telling you, it's the best Canadian thing ever. Is Leonard Cohen. Good Canada, good Canada, good Canada, all day long. Democracy's coming to the USA.
I think he put that lyric in You Want It Darker.
There's a crack in everything. Somehow the light gets out.
Play some of Hallelujah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, play the Jeff Buckley Hallelujah.
Oh, no, that might be in...
play some of that.
Or everybody know...
actually play that at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we only got a few minutes left.
Turn this into Leonard Cohen DJR. Everybody knows...
We could easily end with a Leonard Cohen song and say, fuck it.
Hallelujah.
No one's going to complain.
The fight was fixed. Everybody knows. Old Black Joe
Everybody
still
knows.
picking cotton for your Leonard...
Yes. Trump supporters are okay with race being used as a platform, but they aren't racist? Question mark? That's Brian in New York. Let's go to Brian. What's up, Brian?
So, yeah, I just wanted to say I don't think all Trump supporters are racist, but there's got to be a part of them that was okay with it being used.
Of course.
Oh, sure.
Of course. I agree with that as well. Yes. I wonder what the percentage is, though.
17 and a half.
I don't know.
I didn't think you were paying attention. He had his glasses on. He was in looking at. I'm like, oh, he's going to actually pull one out from the blue line, Rich Voss.
Voss has this thing. Every time he has a good line on the radio show, he goes right to his Twitter. I'm like, give him time. Give him time.
Does he really?
No, yes, he does.
Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said?
No, he won't. He'll just wait and see if anyone comments on his great
this
line.
is mean. Did you really compare adoption to a rescue dog on World Adoption Day? You unfunny, lispy Sylvester the cat piece of shit. You know what? Here's the thing.
I know people that have adopted, and I thought that line was funny.
Here's the thing,
okay? It's okay.
Here's the thing, Gual. I'm a comedian. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Make fucked up comparisons.
I'm a big fan of people that adopt. Trust me, but that's a funny line.
And not only that,
the guy was laughing on the phone. He didn't care.
And this fucking idiot is going to call me this and not. You can't attack me and not follow me because that's automatic. That's automatic suspension.
Did I tell you he goes to his Twitter?
Yes, I by mistake.
He probably was excited about the adoption line.
Okay,
right.
Well, you're out because if you follow.
Everybody knows. You want it darker?
You want it darker?
You want it darker. So go ahead, Brian. So, yeah, we agree with you. Definitely. I wonder what percentage, though. Because there's a lot of people out there that also voted for Trump because they feel a desperation and want things to change because they don't see things working out for themselves.
Thomas, you're getting blocked.
I get that. Like, I'm a conservative, and I agreed with a number of the things that he said, but it reached a point where I was like, okay, and it's not just him being politically incorrect. Like, I can get behind that, but when it's, like, legit policy ideas based upon we're going to ban all Muslims, like, that's reached a level where it shouldn't be okay.
Well, and to your point, I've said, I wonder how many of those people are going to be really disappointed when Trump doesn't do this a bunch of these outlandish things that he was saying during the campaign. Yeah. And they're the ones that are they're gonna turn their back on Trump. Like, what the fuck, man?
That'll probably be that's how the real idiots will be revealed.
Right.
If you really see somebody start if he starts doing some decent, good stuff, blending stuff,
sure.
And then you people, what about sending the Muslims back?
Right.
And then you just put a red flag on. Okay, I'm one of the people that voted for.
He's already backing off on a lot of these extreme things. He's going to keep some of Obama's Obamacare. He's not getting rid of the whole thing like he pretty much said during the campaign.
He'll backpedal himself back into, the Trump
wall.
Tower.
He's now saying, maybe a fence in some. So now he's down to, it's not just, it was supposed to be one big giant wall, and now he's already saying, in some parts we could have a fence.
Not even the wall. He's changed it from wall to fence.
Right. And then it'll be like, in maybe some areas we could just put some shrubs up.
Maybe we'll just flip a couple of Muslims off. We'll just flip a couple of them off, and then we'll let them stay.
Well, he backed off on that, and now it's down to the criminals. But he wanted all illegals out of this country. What was it, 11 million or something like that? He
thinks it's 2 or 3 million with criminals that are there, and that's actually.
So now we're down to just the ones that are criminals, and out of those 2 million, there's no way he's going to get all 2 million out of the country.
Every time he says that, all the fact checkers come out and point out how that's not even the right fact. That he's not been right on that fact since the beginning.
Right.
He got 3 Pinocchios.
Right. So I agree with you there, Brian.
Yeah,
one last point.
Sure.
Boss before made up the word supremium.
No, I never said that. I'm reading this. Is this Kevin? I never.
You said the word supremium race. That's not a word.
I said superior. You fucking idiot.
I thought you said supreme. I didn't hear you say supremium.
You said supremium.
Did he? Okay. All right.
I heard supreme in there.
You're right. I did too. I heard supreme.
I probably try to say superior or supreme,
and it came out supremium.
Maybe I did, but
I think so.
Okay, so you got the fucking joke. Oh, look, he messed up a word. Let me call.
Yeah, stupid words.
Let me fucking tag Norton and Opie and
Looks
Anthony.
like we got ourselves a reader.
Yeah. Look at that. He messed up a word. I got the fucking laugh, fuckface.
What you reading for?
What people don't know is sometimes Voss pretends he's a combination of Jesse Jackson and George W. Bush, and he'll just make up a word like supremium.
Yeah.
But I meant to say superior or supreme.
I know.
So
I like supremium. I like supremium.
Maybe it is a word in other countries. You don't know. You don't know every country's language.
Don't check your Twitter.
Don't check your
Twitter.
I don't, because I read somebody else said I said Supremium.
Stop checking your Twitter.
That's funny.
It was an accident.
That's funny.
All right, Brian. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. I think we're... How many minutes left?
I guess who made a mistake. He made a mistake, everybody. Let me tag the whole world.
Don't you wish we could go to somebody's real job and sit next to them all day long and every time like, don't staple that. Just fucking start hammering the shit out of them.
Hey, Colin, you hear what Rich said? They're all snitches. That's what they are.
You want it darker. Oh, that's the music. That's the let's get the hell out of here music.
No, let's do some time. Here's what I say on Twitter. If you tag somebody, you're a snitch.
All right, whatever. Voss, you're going to be in Rochester this weekend. You're going to do my buddy Brother Weeze's show on Friday, right?
Thursday through Saturday, Rochester. Next weekend, Providence, Rhode Island, the Comedy Connection. Thanksgiving weekend. This weekend, Rochester. Come see me live. I don't fail. Buy my CD, 5 or 141 IQ or Still Empty Inside. All on iTunes. All at #1 at one point in their careers.
I think I got your dick in that video, by the way.
If you did, I'll sue you.
I got your dick in the video.
No, you didn't.
Go to my YouTube channel, Opie Radio, if you want to see Rich Voss's dick.
No, you didn't.
I got your dick.
That's why I was in the stall with the door closed.
Little behind-the-scenes video of Rich Voss's dick in the men's room.
If you got my dick
go to Opie Radio and subscribe. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers.
If you got my dick, do you know how rich I'd be that you put that out there?
I'm at Gotham Comedy Club Thursday and the Comic Strip Live Friday and Saturday. Friday hosting, Saturday doing stand-up. I'm doing stand-up all 3 nights, but hosting Gotham and Comic Strip Live all weekend long, New York City. Next week's Thanksgiving, I'm not working.
All right, and what did you say, Eric?
No, I was just saying get to Vic's plugs. We're running out of time.
Oh, we're running out of time. Vic, thank you so much. Rich Voss,
My pleasure,
thank you
boss.
so much.
Good to see you, boss.
Thank you.
And,
And stay Supremium.
Listen to Leonard Cohen all weekend.